Welcome back, everyone, to the Teamfight Tactics Summit. It's time for the second round of today in groups. It's myself, Frodan, joined by Team Liquid Robin Songs, Bryce Esports Lawblum, lowest score of the previous lobby, by the way,
Wow.
and Milk Guy, and a special Pengu guest. What's up, Pengu? How's Summit for you so far? Oh, yeah?
Pengu,
Same.
what is your analysis for why Milk and Baby went 7th, 8th last game?
Oh, Pengu's kind of like
pretty
Milk.
good.
They only say one
You know, actually, in all seriousness,
you teach you how to say Milk.
I think there's only one person capable of translating for this penguin that just says like a one-line response to everything.
There? You know,
It's you. No. You are official Pengu translator.
Yeah, Milk's like a Pokemon.
What's it saying?
Wait, wouldn't it be funny if Soju's isn't there? Because he's going to show up to the entire
It
event?
would be. It
Also,
would be.
Penguin has really big feet. And you know his big feet, Soju.
Does he?
No spoilers. No spoilers.
I don't think so. So it just. I don't know.
Soju's too tall.
He's actually so big. Would he actually fit in this Pengu
No,
costume?
Soju's
though?
kind of tall. There's no way.
Like,
P-God could be in there, though.
Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
Where is P-God?
Although it would make sense because he
Oh,
overcompensates.
Ray's got to get in
Ray's
here.
got
something to say.
Yeah.
you're just pulling the Penguin out.
Oh, it's Ray. It's Ray. It makes sense. All right, well, this Pengu is part of, I think, the fan experience event, which is also going on simultaneously. We have other people. For example, Ray said he was going to do commentary, but he actually has to go do his meet and greet session, and it's just part of the festivities here at Summit.
But me
It's
and
big,
Robin are
too.
seeing one.
Well, yeah, but they're just,
you guys are going to
spacing
leave
out.
mid-game?
Oh, no.
We have to leave
an hour.
We have to leave an hour.
Oh, you have time for one
Oh.
game. You have time
Yeah.
for one game. It's okay. We have a
There
backup
are like
caster
so many
behind
people
you.
there already. When they show the cameras, there's like tons of people walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought no one would show up.
Why would you think that?
We were
sold-
talking about this yesterday. Do you
Hold
know-
on. We're
tickets.
talking, please.
do you think anyone flew out here?
Yes, I know.
Well, we know Kana did.
I know.
sure.
I know a few people actually specifically messaged me saying they're flying from like New York or from like Seattle area or something like
I mean,
that.
if you're into TFT, this is a pretty cool opportunity, you know? You can like meet everybody
so.
in one place. You can be part of the first summit.
Yeah.
I know like a bunch of people feels like would do that.
Apparently, I heard that they sold like 400 tickets or
Yeah,
something
sold,
like that.
but yeah.
It was free.
But
Still, technically, we take those.
We take those for
Yes.
sure. 400 is a ton of people. It's gonna be like it's gonna be the largest in-person celebration of core TFT community ever, right? Like, because there've been
Isn't the only one?
things at exactly.
It's the only one.
Exactly,
It's the
Milk.
biggest. But also at the beginning, I remember watching Milk stream lead up to the event, and he just kept saying, "Is anybody actually going to come to these events?"
My entire chat said type nopers. I asked who's
Yeah,
coming.
but you have thousands of people. Of course, we're not going to have thousands of people say yes.
No, I asked people who live in LA if you're showing the events or not, and they all type nopers.
Do you think that everyone who was responding nopers is actually someone who lives in LA who wasn't going?
Yeah,
or do you think it's more likely that it was Twitch chatters typing nopers?
No, I asked specifically only the people that live in LA.
And then they
it was
for
all
sure, then
nopers.
you're right, then they definitely followed your directions and
Yeah.
definitely only people from LA answered, none of whom
we're
are going to
getting
come.
the game. Whoa.
Whoa.
Wah. All right, let's go into game. Okay, so the group to pay the pair to pay attention to the most in these 8 players is Hafu and Becca. They are dead last in the standings, but it's okay because yesterday Hafu was grinding Infinite and she started climbing a lot in solo queue, and then she's also talking to all these players, and we know how fast she learns. The question is Becca hungover? Because she went last night karaokeing and hanging out and
Becca
singing her
does not
heart
get-
out.
Becca does not get
That
hungover.
is true. She has too much
Yeah.
experience
She's
on
too much
that.
of a champ. She looks locked in. Look at her.
It's part of her strategy, actually, to bring all the TFT players out, get them to karaoke, make them super tired and hungover for the event, and then she can beat them. She knows exactly what to do.
That was actually my strat, and she was the opposite of that. She was trying to take care of the other people, actually.
She's
So
too
I was,
nice.
I was actually the rat. Yes,
You were the rat.
Yeah. I was like, yo,
Oh.
let's rig. And then Becca's like, no, they have a game tomorrow.
That's weird. Why do
She's
rats
changing
out
settings
themselves?
mid-game. People should. Oh, I forgot I forgot my mouse up there.
Oh, me too. My mouse pad's up there as
Oh,
well.
God. Someone used my mouse by accident.
Oh, maybe they just moved it up. Maybe they just moved
Oh,
it.
I also unplugged the mouse.
Wait, you brought your mouse?
Wait, but like,
Oh, what a
but like,
sweat.
What a sweat.
no. So
Dude,
people,
they're getting all getting griefed. Because I didn't think about chat.
wait, no, but it's mouse acceleration. That has nothing to do with the
Yeah,
mouse.
but the thing is, like, all their mouses are right now are currently getting griefed.
Mice. All their mice.
Wait, well, is it a mouse?
Yeah, but the plural of mouse is mice.
Milk, what if you left
Really?
your mouse up there, but you sabotaged, like you mess with all the settings
Oh,
for
the thing is,
leaving,
like-
so that
like-
whoever had it was
Wait,
just
you leave your
screwed?
mouse as well?
No, I took mine.
You
No, I left it upstairs by accident. That's fine. They just
Oh.
move it aside. They just move it
No, but
aside.
the thing is, I unplugged the mouse. So
Damn,
like,
I'm gonna bring my mouse. for
Milk
the
is
finals.
also a pretty big germaphobe, so like the fact that other people are
Oh.
touching his mouse
He's deeply uncomfortable. You can
is
see
probably
no, 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 no.
the
unsettling
look
to
in his
him.
eyes, thinking that he might.
I already bought a new mouse. This is my old one. I bought it like right before I came because I knew it was just throw some away,
Oh, interesting. Wow, this high roller, man.
By the way, Pangu is playing with baby Ryan right now. It's the cutest thing on planet Earth. I wish we could show you.
It's true.
It's so cute. Ryan's like, this is the best. There's a giant penguin here just for me.
We have a 2-cost
Endless
hero augment.
pizza.
Oh, that augment is kind of broken.
Okay, so we told Becca how to play this. Hopefully she knows.
She's got good mech items too.
All her options were actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
for sure slamming this Titans and then going for BT. Any agreeers?
Agreed.
Yeah, so the concept of
How do you
endless
do it?
pizza is that the cleanse and the heal that you get every so often, is it like, what, how many seconds?
6.
6 seconds, is able to cleanse a lot of things like anti-heal. And so you're able to have these mascot or these mech front lines sustain way longer than they should because you're able to cleanse any of the negative effects. Not to mention the percentage healing is also really insane if you have high HP front line.
Would you guys level here or no?
I think I would. I think tempo's really good.
I would level just to try to win.
But you would level
Well,
a
she's
little bit.
going to lose for sure, but
Honestly,
she
she
didn't
has
know
so
she was
many
going to face
pairs
for
that's like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I
Ryan's
can see
not
it.
level.
Yeah, if you have like a bunch of like units, but there's no like synergy amongst them, you could totally like level even if it's like mostly a 1-star board.
I like the no level here. Ash pair, Blitz pair.
Yeah, I like holding it here. But it is kind of painful because is Appies also playing pizza? I think so.
Yep.
Ooh, this Raider Spoils augment is so good.
There are so many good 2-cost augments. It looks like boxing lessons.
There's a lot of good ones and there's a lot of bad ones.
Yeah. You got to get the good ones.
So you gotta know when to re-roll.
Like there's that one Malphite one that I think literally does nothing.
Yep.
Which one?
It buffs Malphite.
Yeah.
Oh, the armor.
A
You get
Lee
like
Sin one
extra
that buffs
armor.
Lee Sin. Ooh, this is great. This is my favorite opener, by the way.
Ash too.
I mean, it's probably everyone's favorite
Yeah,
opener.
I was going to say, there's nothing else here. It's just an Ash too.
Ash Renekton.
Yeah,
Blitzcrank.
I agree. Ash broken.
It's like slightly awkward
Why do you
because
say it like that?
she has no front line. Gangplank is the front liner, which is not front line. She has
Man,
one,
it's
two,
Pair
three,
City.
four,
Come
four
on.
pairs.
You got 2 upgrades too. It's not that bad.
I would sell the GP here and make 10.
What else would you sell though? That's like the hard part.
Oh, GP, Galio. I would sell the Wukong as well. I'm playing Blitzcrank Renekton for sure.
With endless pizza, you're gonna sell the Wukong pair?
Oh,
I would go completely the other direction. I would try to turn GP into actual frontline, play one of the frontline duelists like Fiora, Titans, BT, and Ash without items is going to have plenty of backline.
I'm
Wait,
down to not think, hold everything.
And just wait for it 2 stars.
Yeah.
I do like the Fiora concept though. Although mascots is also hard to pass. Honestly, she could buy it.
It's the way in which her board's going to go, it's going to be really easy to wind up playing the Fiora plus Alistar whenever she hits it, plus another mascot, and so then she's going to have like a nice combination of tanking and damage, and then with Endless Pizza...
another! Oh, it's just like Gangplank 2 in the shop!
Oh!
Supers?
Surely we do this.
Wait, you can definitely do
Look
this.
at her face. Look at her face.
Wait. This is the setup for Sivir
Supers
mascot
Ash?
reroll.
It is.
Oh, wait.
It is for sure.
it is. Yeah,
It's really good.
It's Sivir, Galio, and Supers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, GP's
And then you
by
play
far
Senna.
the least important one.
Yeah, but still, if you have an early GP3, it's going to save a lot of HP.
I'm down to just sell everything.
She doesn't want it?
I'm a DJ, and I'm down to sell everything.
I know you are, but...
You try to sell everything last turn.
This feels like
She's
the
on a low-
spot
she's
to
on a low
play it. She has a bow, so she can make
Yeah.
Sivir-based items, or she can play frontline items with off the vest.
What's BIS Sivir items? Sivir carry.
So a lot of people like Rageblade.
Good 2 Runons.
Yeah, Runons is also pretty
I
strong.
feel like Last
and
Whisper
then
on
like some
any
kind
AD
of
carry
AD,
is like so important right now.
yeah, Last Whisper is really good as well. Although you could also just have Last Whisper on
Oh,
somebody
she's
else
not
and put
picking up.
like
She's not picking up the
IE.
GP.
I mean,
gonna
yeah, you
tempo.
can just Last Whisper Senna, right?
Yeah. Oh man, that's so painful.
Badge, tempo, flex.
I mean, here's another thing too. I think supers and mascot, or just like reroll in general, has been so underplayed in this tournament.
It's because of a whole group of people that in general don't really like playing reroll, except for the rats that are trying to play Ash every game.
Oh, I love
Except no one's really playing Ash. Let's
I
be
know.
real. Like everyone's holding Ashes, kind of like baiting each other, and then but then 3/2 augment hits and everyone has Zed. Some people, if you're like Setsuko, you have Zed too.
Yeah.
Oh, we can see the augments on the left side. That's kind of nice. Boxing lesson, boxing. I see two boxing lessons, 2 Ezreal, Raider spoils,
And then
2
Rain
endless pizza.
And then Rain took the Camille one. I think Camille reroll is really strong.
Everyone has the same ones.
I mean, those are generically the strongest. The one that I'm looking at is the Hextech Retribution Camille one. I think that augment is incredible.
My gosh, look at this opener.
4 Brawler Jax.
Is that Socks? Oh, Socks is a
Boxing
no
lessons?
high roller.
Yeah, this is very filthy. If you had a way to find Mascot with 4 Brawler, it's such a strong opening.
Oh, Rain is adding Mort Dog. Does Hextech Retribution work with Zap?
No, it does not, but don't tell her. Because the thing about allies dying is that they code it so that way none of those things work. Target dummies don't work, Zac things don't work. Otherwise, Fiddlesticks would be the most broken unit in this entire set.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I think. Right?
And that's
Nope?
changed from previous sets.
Dang,
Right?
no,
It always used to count because Darkstar used dummies.
It's true. Let's ask the resident Darkstar abuser. Nope.
Socks
Oh,
lost
my
the
favorite
fight. Socks lost last turn.
I mean, there's some strong boards in the lobby. It looks like Sox is losing this fight too.
Also, I don't think he had BT.
Oh, never mind.
Jax
I
yet.
lied.
Oh, so you're saying it's a BT diff.
Yeah, it's actually.
It is a
Is that what he was?
I mean, it's a really big deal. It gives Jax a ton of scaling.
Yeah.
It's true.
Jax is so OP stage 2.
Yeah, Jax stage 2 is nuts.
Yeah, and somehow I opened Jax with Brawlers and I lost with Electric Charge and I was blue streaking.
Yeah, I don't know how you do
That's
that.
how high roll this Kiyun and Robin guy. Oh man.
Oh yeah, we saw that. We're like, oh my god, Froden's so strong. Like,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just kept losing.
Dan goes, I can't believe I'm loose streaking. I looked at his board. I was like, I can't believe you are either. It's a good loss streak,
all
though.
good, all good. I was at like 86 HP loss streak. It's fine. But, checking out Aesah's board. What is he doing?
he is on a 4-win right now, so he really wants to win this one. What is his board looking like?
I don't know. He's just not. Okay, so Aesah told me the first 2 days of competition, he scouted like less than 5 times. He telling me like he scouted like 3 times the entire time.
Interesting board here.
So that for day number 2, he's trying to scout as much as he can because he needs to get like in form.
Carrying a Lulu heart with Gadgeteen. Kind of nice.
Yeah, it's a cool board.
Yeah. So it's funny because Aesah at the very beginning of PBE could not top 4. He actually top 4'd only 3 times in 20 games. And he said the only time he ever top 4'd was when he played Gadgeteen. So when we were playing some in-houses with him, all he did was hard force Gadgeteen openers as much as possible. And then from there, he started learning the set. So this is actually Aesah's comfort zone. Like he's kind of using an unusual early game carrying Lulu, but he's very
does he
comfortable
win
with
here?
it.
Oh yeah, he does. Wow, Sona's kind of nice, huh?
Oh, this cast is really close. Oh,
Huge.
huge.
Nice. That's a 5 streak.
He looks so happy about it, too.
He's also over leveled. I
Yeah,
think he's 8 out of 20.
Over leveled, Poppy pair, Annie pair. He's in a really good spot.
And he has 30 gold.
You can play any AP comp from here, right?
Yeah. Do you have a preferred AP comp? That's if you just don't hit like Viego, but based off the setup, what would you play?
Oh, I feel like my AP line is really weak.
Okay.
But I would probably play I'll probably just play Talia or Soraka.
I feel like it's Viego first, Talia second, and then I think MF Soraka are pretty comparable. And then
true.
Aesah is not comparable.
I think it depends if you're gonna end up with blue buff or Shojin. Then you could
Yeah,
pick
itemization is going to push you a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to wind up having to slam something. Those items, to me, look like more like Viego items, right? You can somehow find your way to 2 swords.
Well, Viego's the best case scenario. It's more about like their backup plans. Like,
Sure.
I mean, between Milk and I, we played Soraka every game as a backup plan, and every game me and Milk are shaking. Like, how do we get baited into playing Soraka?
I mean, honestly, Soraka, Talia, and MF are like all actually like pretty good placeholders.
Yeah.
That's what I really like
But-
about the set. And then you have to be thoughtful about how you build your board around them, because they're all slightly different carries.
Exactly,
They take
exactly.
slightly different itemization, but more importantly, the board construction needs to change.
The board is so flexible and it's so hard sometimes, especially when you start getting yourself in unusual spots.
It's so
Man, this
hard.
set is too fun, man.
This set is so
Like,
fun, but it's
every
so
time,
hard.
every game I play, I feel like I'm learning infinite.
Oh, also is it true that when you have Sojin now, if it goes over the mana, it overflows?
What
So what Doc
Mort
said.
was saying yesterday is that it doesn't overflow. It waits until you're done casting, and then it counts for the next one. Like, it starts you there. I think that's what he said. Although I'm not trying to spread misinformation. I wish he was here.
Wow, look at Prestivent
Okay.
Lux. Blue buff, Manazane, Morello.
Yeah, she's still not killing anything. This is like Lux in a nutshell, by the way. You give her like everything, and what does she do with it? She
Make it
tickles
roll HP.
everybody and then laughs at your face. She is the most useless 1-star unit. And then randomly, every now and then, like 1 out of every 4 fights, she hits the perfect targets and just
Yup.
destroys
Feels
everything.
so good.
And snaps your losing streak.
Yep. Rain has like no HP.
Oh,
Oh.
my. she has Titans, BT.
So she's hard coming to this line.
High roller with the Camille is possible. Camille actually is a 40%er on 6, so
that's
you
great.
can go for it.
What do you dice?
I'm pretty sure.
Is this the carry Camille augment?
Just business.
It is, right?
I think that's what green means.
Oh no, support. It's support. So it's Hextech Retribution, which is allies dies, you get 5% bonus damage.
Which is fine. And the thing is, that's basically like a carry for her, right? It doesn't matter.
So Camille is Camille, and you get 40% on 6.
I
Oh,
wonder.
is that easy?
Yeah.
I wonder if she's gonna play reroll or just. I mean, it looks like she's playing.
She's definitely rerolling 100%.
Oh, okay. Now she can definitely use
I'm not
it.
a dice. I'm not a dice.
She's
Yeah,
dice
she-
right now.
I'm
She-
pretty
she
sure you can
does.
get Camille 3 now.
Yeah,
right?
She's a
can.
Viego in shop as well.
Oh my! She can just get Viego. Just go 7 play Viego too.
That's also
But
possible.
her items are better for Camille, right?
Oh, she's definitely gonna play Camille. It's just Viego, like Viego secondary gear from here is so good, and then she's likely to find at least one more Viego by dicing.
It's actually such a big deal because now she actually has the ability to hit the Camille 3 and then save the dice for Viego 2, and that's how this comp wins out.
Dice is so broken this set.
Agreed.
You can play threats and then you can play the 4 cost units are all over 20%.
This Robin guy told me that he diced his Belveth by accident. I was holding the Renegade emblem and then hit the Viego anyways because it was a really...
And I had a Belfast as well.
That's a
And he had
player
a Belveth
diff.
as well. Which is like, oh man, there's just so many layers to
I
that
diced
that I want to
Belfast
break
and I
down.
got like Annie and stuff. I was like, what the? And then I was like, oh, I have a Renegade stat.
Okay, dicing. Is
Wait,
it dicing
you got
Velvet?
Annie?
Oh no.
Oh, with
One.
Viego pair.
It's fine as long as we just need to hit.
Oh
my God.
Are you sure it's 40%?
It is. Ain't no
I mean,
way.
it has to be, right?
She's a dirty pivoter.
She's trying to lose guaranteed.
Ooh, pivot.
Wait, is this a carry one or a support?
Oh.
This is a support one. This is a support one.
Oh,
wait,
that's so good then.
Yeah, so good. Yeah.
So wait, what is it? Is every time a unit dies, all of the remaining units get
Yeah.
scaling damage?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
then,
5%
she's
for
like
death.
the easy. It's like
So
the
it's much
easiest fit
better than
ever.
either one.
So
yeah.
now she needs to be pushed. Yeah, she needs to push levels.
Are you guys
Yeah.
down for double Titans on this Viego?
Oh.
I feel like it's not
you
even
can.
bad.
Honestly,
but it's
no.
not-
I feel like it's not getting enough damage if you do that. And
Haku's spot
high
on.
key, it's not even that much more tempo right now.
Yeah, I mean,
She's obviously winning, right? Like,
But you see Haku's spot? It's not looking too hot.
oh no.
Viego 2 on 6. We love TFT. Where's more dog?
Looks like Robin out there, honestly.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, like you just see it so commonly, especially with the hero augments. But that's what High Roller is for. I was kind of expecting her to just completely get the Camille 3 online, but
Hitting
this is
the
good
perfect
too.
hero augment that you need is so. It
Just
feels
Rod
so
here,
good.
right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
the
you
most
need
important
Rods.
item when you're playing this kind of setup
Oh.
is Ionic Spark.
Oh.
She goes for the chain vest. She wants Sunfire Cape?
Interesting.
Okay.
She really values the tempo.
So she can Sunfire Titan somebody.
Yeah. I guess you some Fire Titan's Camille,
So
right?
my third favorite unit to itemize in this composition is Alistar, if you give tank items. I think Alistar is really, really useful, especially if you have like some support-based augments around him, like Smash, for example. I think it's actually quite solid.
Oh, speaking of Alistar.
Also, she has a Belveth randomly. She's a Belveth pair.
Oh, Becca took Cursed Crown. Let's see her spot.
Whoa.
We gotta see that spot.
It's funny because Robin has said more Pepe Frog emotes than Milk since he sat down.
I'm hanging
Oh,
out
my
with
doll
Milk
is
too
my
much.
doll is Monkasteer.
Your
not
emotes per
Welch.
minute, your EPM is as bad as your APM. Bebe would be disappointed.
Okay, you know in the best friend game,
Yeah.
Kyun said Robin's most used emote is Pog.
No, that,
Oh,
I don't even use that. But
really?
like that was I guessed that because I knew he would guess that about me. That's a best
Like
friend.
how
gift.
someone most
That's
used
a
emote
best
Pog.
friend diff.
Like
This
that-
Robin guy
Yeah.
soul
What-
read his partner.
What year is this? 2018?
Okay, but the question was what spirit animal would I
can
want to
still
be?
say Pog.
What would Kyun be? And he gets K3 Soju.
What?
As a spirit animal?
Yes, it makes no sense.
Okay.
Is he an animal? I mean,
That-
I guess technically we're all mammals.
Do you guys agree with Becca's Cursed Crown here?
I feel like Becca's going 8th. Call
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
it's so
what is
it's
your
so
options?
so hard.
I think the lobby's too high roll.
You have to hit so hard. Like she basically has to hit like Samira 2 or Zed 2
What's
on 7
even
roll down,
a
right?
good comp around Cursed Crown in theory based off this setup?
Oh, I really like
Oh, that's a good hit.
both Samira and Zed because you can play infinite units. Samira wants to fit vertical sure shot, and then you can also play mech, and then also like Sejuani and broken units, like play legendaries.
Sure.
And then I think feel similar about Zed. Any composition that's flexible that you can just play all the broken stuff.
You can play like 6 laser core, and you also can fit infinite. I think
that makes sense.
after hitting this board, I don't think she's gonna go 8th anymore.
What do you think she's gonna go?
I mean, the thing
7.
is, it's so easy to say, and then you lose twice and you're at 1 HP.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that it all depends on like her matchmaking RNG, right? If she's able to keep winning. Oh no.
Oh, it's the
No, I think she wins. I think she
Rainplosion.
wins.
Does she?
I don't know. Her board's
You want,
so
you
strong.
want some side action on this?
Yo, Swole 2. Okay, yeah. Well, what's the side action?
Okay. Whoever wins, Milk does a shot.
Okay.
Huh?
We have a bet.
There's no way she loses here. Endless pizza, like 10 more units.
She has anti-heal as well.
Wait.
Oh, did he get the reset? Did he get the reset?
Easy.
Oh, Milk, you gotta do a shot.
That's such a bad loss for Rain, though. That's so BG for Rain.
It is BG for Ray, but
Yeah.
honestly, she hit Viego
Huge-
on
huge
6.
for
She
Becca.
deserves that. Agreed.
Agreed.
Okay, who do we want to check out? We haven't seen P-God spot yet.
Yeah, we can check Prestivent, we can check
Becca heard
Appies,
you.
or we can check DQA.
Oh, Becca's just rolling for Sejuani Zed here, and 6 laser core, and then
I think
she's gonna
so.
streak.
I agree. I'm glad you said that. I feel like I'm one of the few people who actually like playing around 6 laser core. But
Oh, I think it's so good.
I
but
have to leave the tree open because that's like one of the few trees that I top right.
It's just really hard to hit. You need to hit Zed and such.
I think 6
It's so true.
One easiest way to top
Dan's
I think
game
so, I
plan in
think
this
so.
tournament is literally the stuff that he didn't teach me how to play.
Yeah. Dude, flexing the admin line. I strongly believe in admin, but it's so
Wait,
hard.
Abby's
man.
also took loaded dice.
But he hasn't used
Oh,
Who's he
what's he
looking
gonna
at
play?
dice
Oh, he's going Cinder.
Oh,
He's going
Syndra.
Cinder Sivir.
it. Syndra Sivir.
Yo,
The tough thing about this is that when you dice,
Dice Syndra.
you're just dicing your back line only,
Okay,
right?
so he's going for
he's gonna have
Senna
frontline
3.
issues.
Man, I love loaded dice.
I do too. It's just fun.
It's
So
so cool. Oh, have you guys loaded dicing threat is like the funnest thing. You just pick it out. Your
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh,
he hit everything.
Everything
He hit
perfectly.
everything.
And a Samira pair, which is pretty huge. And if he gets a +1 on Sure Shot from the augment, oh man, it's going to be lights out.
Ooh, nice Syndra. You can throw in
I mean, she's just the extra unit to get stuff.
yeah, and she can get hard hit.
Dude, Appies is just laughing. You ever just have perfect dice? This is the
Dude.
opposite of what happened to Kiyun yesterday. Kiyun's dice were the most tragic thing I've ever seen. This was
Yeah.
just like, oh, you just ever hit it all?
Ray's gonna hit Viego 2, win 1, and then like 3 lost streak.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to point out, Robin, you're a true TFT caster. You started your sentence not knowing how you wanted to end it, and then you just stop talking. That's
Respect.
Oh,
we do that
one
really
of
often.
us. One of us.
I don't even remember what I was talking about.
He was like, "Oh, Syndra, you can play."
I was like Syndra. No, I was like Syndra. You can throw in. And I looked at his bench. I was like, oh.
Wait, first aid kit.
TG. Wait, isn't it TG? Isn't TG
He has
First aid kit
he has endless
with
pizza.
endless pizza.
honestly, isn't TG actually better on server 3 or no?
Maybe.
Actually, you might be right.
Yeah.
But
But that's boring.
That's
endless
boring.
pizza.
Bench.
Wait, you think it's closer now? I think it's
How much healing is on endless pizza?
15% missing, I think. Or is it max?
So
Actually, I don't know how
first aid 20%. So it's not that much more healing. It's really only good if he winds up with like a super tank.
No, but Sivir also heals her well as part
Yep.
of her like it's just like there's a lot of things going on in this.
Also, there's a
that's
Sivir 3,
interesting.
no
Also, he's
items.
playing Riven carry and shielding.
Yeah,
and
exactly,
Release
exactly.
and shielding. So he's got a ton of value on his board right now.
Syndra shielding.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you to our resident Syndra expert. No, you're right. You're right. You're totally right. And the Syndra is actually very low key a great addition because it's adding a lot of backline or frontline rather.
Yeah.
Just get stuff in the way.
I feel like it's a back frontline game.
I think so as well. The thing is, like, what if you're just not able to get the mech? What's your plan?
Just play good units. It was just play Sejuani and Echo and Vi and Zac and Alistair.
Yeah. Agreed. I think a lot of the Aegis are particularly strong with first aid kit because Echo shields and Cow heals. So like, I think that if you end up playing first aid kit and you're just not sure what frontline to hit outside of things like mech, try to go for just the Aegis frontline.
And he'll go for Redemption here, right? Because it's strongest on his board right now. Well, actually, probably Moggs is probably slightly stronger on his board right now, but for mech later, I feel like the Redemption's way more value.
I feel like the tempo of this lobby
It's
is
outrageous.
so
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
look
so
at
glad I'm
DQA.
not
Look at
in it.
DQA.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Hopefully
DQA
DQA
is just pissed.
His board's not even bad.
Yeah, he's like a Samira
His board's
too,
not
and
even
he's
bad. He's Viego too.
Seven
Samira
lost.
too.
Seven lost.
His board's not even bad.
Oh, poor DQA, man.
Aphelios rather.
I don't think...
We can cut it.
Yeah, you can cut Zed.
Ready for DQA to come on the mic in about one turn.
No, DQA is not a complainer, man. I mean, he has every right to be on the mic in 10, but I feel like he's unlikely to do it.
Wait, this Aphelios hit was
Robin,
actually
you
such a big
want to have a
deal.
side bet on that after he dies?
Oh,
After he
I
dies,
don't- okay,
odds he comes down, loser does.
hold
You
on,
think he does?
hold
I
on.
think he doesn't. Loser, Milk does a
I don't
shot.
think he's gonna come
Huh?
down, but he is definitely a complainer.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but he's a quiet
He's a
complainer.
TFT
Yeah.
player. That doesn't-
Yeah,
doesn't
he
narrow it
doesn't
down.
like he doesn't like coming down the mic for the purpose of complaining.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna come on the mic.
Yeah.
He might be too tilted.
We could
honestly.
send Milk up there to retrieve him.
How is he losing this fight? He just got so
Wait.
much stronger.
It's because he has
Oh.
no.
He lost a Kai
There's
Wait,
I guess-
Wafu's played the yes.
Hafu's playing the
I told
line.
Hafu how to play this line
Playing
right
what?
before
Kaiser
it.
reroll?
Yeah.
Yeah, like specifically like what she's trying to pry out and like how she does a bunch of stuff.
Oh,
nice.
but that comp average is not too good.
Yeah, I hate that comp.
Oh,
Actually, no,
that's
but you did pretty well with that comp.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Dan and I both top
you
four
just have
with
to know
it.
the conditions.
Dan and I literally both top
top
4 within our lobby.
Yeah, actually, the comp is better than people like.
It is.
like,
It is.
doesn't
But
that
it
say.
also doesn't win lobbies unless you super
Is
high
there
roll,
some reason
so.
why it's so much harder to hit 3 costs? Are there more 3 costs this set? Every time we play this line,
What?
you and I cannot, for
I
whatever
think
reason.
It's easier to hit 3 costs 3 stars a set.
Yeah, I agree with
so
that.
we're just low rolling. We just can't do it.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
I think
people
it's
buy
because our
three
early
costs
game
much
sucks,
more.
Bryce.
Dude, I was 85 HP. Remember, you looked at me and you're like, Bryce is always whining, but his board save is amazing.
leveled to 6 and lost your win streak.
You babyed.
Oh, I leveled to 6. Wait, I leveled to 6 to try to contest Kiyu.
I know, and Kiyun is the marked high roller. You should not, don't try to fight Kiyun on that.
I know.
So you lost your streak, you lost your eco, and
No,
then
I
you're wondering
didn't.
why you
That's
didn't
not what
hit.
happened. I was still 80. I was still so far ahead economically.
Oh, Sox is in the lead with
But
this.
you
with,
know what I'm
Mac
talking
Jax.
Oh,
This Jax tempo is
This is just
so
a boxing
high.
lesson diff.
It is, and he's also a 6
6
brawler.
brawler boxing lesson.
And Battle Mage is also a very
Who thought
powerful
of boxing
augment.
lessons?
Yeah, Battle
Where's
Mage is
Mortdog?
low-key one of the strongest augments for Jax, but something that people don't really know much about. The only way his itemization could be better is if it was Jewel Gauntlet over Infinity Edge.
Man, Battle Mage and boxing lesson is like such a good combo.
Honestly, is Jugal even better than IE?
Yes.
Because
Well,
you actually do a lot of physical damage as well.
It's true, it's true.
It's close.
It's
Yeah.
pretty comparable. 15 AP versus AD.
Maybe it's the same.
But I personally like it because you're with Rage Blade, you're stacking the bonus damage.
No,
on
it can't be the same. Milk is a
But no, but you're
firm
also-
believer there's always
you're
one
also
right answer.
stacking,
There
like-
are no 50-50s in
No, there actually
TFT.
is only one right answer, but I don't know which one it is.
It's JG.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Alright.
Especially because he has Battle Mage. Why not, right? Like it's
Honestly,
basing his base
the
AP.
difference really doesn't matter. I feel like.
It's very.
I mean, look on the
minuscule.
right. He's doing more magic damage than physical,
Yes.
but it is pretty close. So he just
Wow,
goes
that's
9.
the first time Milk ever conceded that a point was too close and doesn't really matter.
No. 'cause
Yeah,
I mean,
old Milk would be arguing
no.
to death.
I mean, the thing is, like, if half the units right now, like IEJG, if they do like both, it doesn't really matter.
That's true.
How does
Like Velvet's another example.
how
of
does
that.
Sox cap out his board here?
I
a good question.
Philios legendaries, mech.
So
Or-
yeah,
Does he keep
Leona
the,
is the first answer. to
Okay,
add
he
to
does not
this
keep
board.
Jax, right? He just like
No,
Yeah.
no, yeah. I put the IE and the Rage Blade on a Philios plus 1, right? Last Whisper maybe, Hodge maybe.
Yeah.
And then you play the Redemption and the BT on
Wow,
Leona.
great
His items are
Zephyr.
actually insane when you think about it.
Whoa,
Future sighted. He got future sighted.
Yeah, Prestivent got the good Zephyr.
Get him, P-God.
But yeah, it's basically Aphelios Legendaries, but he needs to start picking up secondary carry items, otherwise he's just going to be stuck on one source of damage, which is really sketch in the current
Oh,
meta.
you know in this tourney you have to have a future sight tech
Yeah.
because you know how future sight you can tell your partner who you're facing, but then you're in the same room as other people, so you can't say it out loud. So then we have to resort to tapping.
Is that what you guys are
guys
doing?
doing Morse
do we
code?
just DM
Yeah,
them?
we're
How
Yeah,
are
we're-
you so sweaty?
We're doing Morse code.
No, you just
no,
DM them.
no, it's like a
in
day by
game
day thing.
clients.
The first day
You just DM them?
The first day
Yeah.
Q was saying it out loud and they heard us, so they knew.
Oh, by the way, Becca just died.
Oh.
Seven.
Seven,
Robin called
seven.
it. Robin's a genius. Also, DQA did not come down to complain.
The thing about...
Oh, he's rolling here, so he's rolling
Oh.
for Jax 3, I guess, right?
Possibly. Jax 3 can actually do well.
I think he can win the lobby with Jax 3, right? Or no?
Yeah, you just have to have a secondary source. Like,
Maybe-
basically, you play Jax Leona plus 1 carry.
He can also go set 3 from his spot, maybe.
Okay, I mean, if we're going to be doing that, he has 2 sets. He can go set 3. What else can he go?
No, he's gonna roll infinite on level 8 and then.
Yeah, I mean, he has so much HP and gold to work with.
Okay, what does
right?
set 3 even do? Like, it's not even worth it.
I mean, it probably is pretty good.
It's a massive shield and a big damage increase.
I think Mortis has like one of the worst like 3
Warmogs.
costs, force of cost.
Oh, wait, do you want shield breaker instead? Oh, TG!
Yeah, TG Mog sounds pretty good here.
Oh, and there's also a second option. He could have gone for Zeke's on Jax. I know Zeke's is definitely a lot worse this set, but this is a setup you can actually get away with playing Zeke's, I think. So he could have played Zeke's, but that's assuming he's committed to Jax.
I'm surprised he's committed to Jax here. I
Which
feel
he
like he
is.
caps out higher by going 9, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't have enough experience playing Jax line.
I feel like going 9 is always higher cap, I feel like. But you can maybe miss, I don't know.
Dude, how does he miss from his spot? He has
Yeah.
so much
Yeah,
HP,
he's
so much gold.
Yeah, that's true. Like, doesn't he just win the game automatically with full legendaries?
Yeah, but maybe he wins the game automatically with Jax. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
The Zephyr on this Mordekaiser is pretty huge because without an Ionic Spark, the Viego is going to have a much less chance to reset.
Yeah.
And so Prestivent did a really good positioning there.
Aesah hit Mord 2 and said nothing, by the way.
Oh. Are
These
you
are the
sure?
partners
These guys
in
are
front of
typing a
each other.
lot in chat.
Oh, I
Are you
didn't see.
sure
I
they
didn't.
say
Yeah, I
anything?
didn't see him say anything.
Okay. Oh my god.
Dude, this Viego
Oh.
unit.
This is the problem with like Zoe, which is like if you lose, this happens so often. Like she just leaves 4 targets at 1 HP. It feels so bad.
I actually think the rise of Viego is really bad for Zoe in the meta because he just targets right based on HP, and so it's if Zoe takes chunk damage, which often happens, and then dashes away from Prankster, Viego can still find her.
Also, whenever you play Zoe carry, you always need like a secondary carry, like
Yeah.
either usually Talia, Soraka, or Zed.
Oh, she's Rain is 2 off Viego 3.
Yeah, but there's
She
another
needs the blessing.
Viego too in the lobby, right?
Yeah, Robin, you got to go over there.
Yeah, she
you
needs
got to
my
go up
blessing.
there and you got to like, you know,
I need to tell her
do whatever voodoo you do.
Yeah, I need to
No,
tell
no,
her
no.
the
Someone
Game
else
Shark
holding 3
codes.
Viegos this game.
The Game Shark codes?
Yeah.
You're showing your age
Oh.
once more.
Am I live? Oh.
Oh, the Shroud is pretty big. Echo also kind of trolls Viego at times.
She did end up putting the double Titans on Viego.
She did. Yeah, I think I wonder going for Sunfire because she didn't actually get any tempo from it, right? She wound up losing a bunch of fights. I feel
Yeah.
like that decision is really a really large mistake because I feel like she could have wound up with damage on Viego and would have been in a lot better
Yeah.
spot.
I don't know how. I mean, yeah, I don't know how.
Jax
valuable Sunfire
is also really uniquely positioned against all the Zeds and the Viegos currently in the meta, so this is also like a really good counter meta strategy from Sox.
Aesah and Prestivent, another consistent playmate.
Wait, Rainplosion went 6th after hitting Viego 2 on 6 and then another Viego 2 on 7?
Yeah, the lobby's kind of nuts.
I feel like Prestivent outplacing her really well.
Yeah.
By playing Zoe carry.
Absolutely. Prestivent has the weakest board out of the remaining 5 players. Because Talia won secondary carry with Zoe is not it, in my opinion. It doesn't really line up correctly in a lot of ways. Unless you have 3-item Zoe and Talia. Sox, by the way, still just racking up all those jacks. Look like he's committed. He also has removers, so he can still technically keep his position, his itemization flexible. Oh, that's a
J.
really big Mordekaiser roll. Does anyone understand the targeting, by the way, or like
Nope.
how Mordekaiser chooses his targets?
Nope.
I can't say.
Wait, doesn't it say like
Where's
largest pump or
Kent?
no?
Kent, come here.
Does
But
it
like,
not?
Still over there?
it feels like sometimes he just misses.
It misses
randomly.
everything. It
Yeah,
misses everything.
I don't get it.
It's like largest clump, but like they like the units aren't moving, so then you just don't hit.
No,
You
no,
know,
but
I
sometimes
guess?
they're not moving. It just misses everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, or at least Urgot makes sense. It's whatever it's centered to him.
Is Jax broken?
Is Jax broken?
I think his augments specifically
Yeah,
are
I'm
really,
talking
really
about-
strong.
Oh,
Yes! You're welcome!
Yes.
Oh, I love that. I'm happy. Wow, actually, this carousel is insane. There's so many good things.
So, Aesah, have you seen Hoffa's board? Does she have 3 stars? Because I don't think
know.
Aesah's board beats the 3-star
Hoffa
version,
had
but it beats the
V3.
2-star.
Well, look at this board. It's so
Nice.
cool. Wait, she's playing a Cho'Gath.
Oh, this is the Wokes version of the board.
Stuck on Kaisa 1. But she adapted the build very nicely. And she's also, she's playing like that, the Cho'Gath and like, very, very flexible play here from Hafu.
Hoffa's so good. She just needs to learn a set, and then she's a beast.
Is Cho'Gath good? I've never played
Situationally good.
I think you just hold them on your level 7 roll downs, and you don't hit
Okay,
anything else you just play.
Yeah,
You
I
hold
agree.
Cho'Gath and Ramesses, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because it just makes you frontline that you don't need synergy
I
to get online.
prio Cho'Gath over Rammus over Cho'Gath most of the time, but
I'm a Cho'Gath enjoyer.
you are.
Except there was this one interaction, I think it was against Milk even, where my Cho'Gath got stunned in the middle of his beam, and then he just didn't sweep it. So he just shot in one direction the whole time.
Oh,
Top 3, by the way.
Dang, I can't believe this board is it a boxing essence diff or not?
I mean, it's
I
definitely
mean,
good.
It's
Boxing
also-
lesson, 2 of them went top 3. Such.
She's one off Neela 3.
Boxing lesson, endless
top two of the
pizza.
table.
Kaisa's 100% top 4 today.
If you use Neela 3, I mean...
I still think she gets outscaled, but if she gets Neela 3,
no.
she gets to put the recon on them as well.
This
Oh.
board can scale, bro.
Oh, Neela 3 is gonna be really good.
Neela 3 is
Oh
a
yeah, Neela 3 is a
beast.
beast. I know.
Yes. And then...
Also, Sox is just rolling for Jax this game, so he's not even
Look
counting
at
out that high.
Aesah sitting over Hafu's shoulder. I don't know what it is, but it's giving me very creepy energy.
Oh.
This
That's kinda
so
creepy.
this comp though, it's basically just it's Vayne, Kaisa, Nyla, and Echo. That's the four core, right?
Yes.
And then the other spots are really flat.
And then you can just do whatever you want.
You
You
can
can,
carry
play
Vayne, you can carry
Anima,
Kaisa.
you can play threats, you can play mech, you can play Aegis, you can do anything you want.
This Vayne does seem better than Kaisa carry, I feel like.
Wait, why didn't she roll?
Not against
she
this
she was
matchup, but
she
yeah.
sold her Neela. She could have.
Wait, what? Jax won away from
She wanted to
Vayne?
get the recon spat off.
Yeah, but she could have rolled to 0 here. Like she doesn't need these extra Zoes.
She probably wanted. Yeah, I would not go for Zoe 3.
Wait a second. This Jax just decided to throw the
Oh
fight.
my, is Hafu gonna get first?
He was just dicking around. What was the Jax doing?
Who knows?
Oh,
But-
P-God and Aesah rooting for Hafu now. It's 3v1.
Yeah, it's like a 4v4. There's like a 44 turning.
It actually low-key is. It's a really fun vibe.
is,
Whoever
it
you
is.
play in the same room with.
No,
Game one, Dan looks over at me. You guys are yapping the whole time, and he
So
says, he
loud.
goes, "It's so distracting.
It's
Why are we
so
in here?" I was
loud.
like, "You wanted to
Every-
be
like-
here."
like-
It was so
like
loud from
game
our
one-
side too. Like,
Game
for
one,
them.
Milk's like, hey, Foden, turn around. And I'm like, no. And he's like, no, seriously,
No,
just
just turn around.
just turn around.
Turn around. Look at Baby's board.
So look at Baby's board.
3-2.
And I was like, fine. And he looks around, he's like, he's level 7, 0 gold, 1 loss.
Yeah.
3-2.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
Bebe, dude.
Yeah, but like I'm.
Don't you already know that?
By the way, he
I'm
won
going
that.
upstairs
He
and talk
won
about
that
it.
game.
Is-
He won that game.
No, but the thing is, we're a team right, and I was on a full win streak. He levels and he kills my streak, man.
And then he loses
Has
right
Bebe
after.
not been
They went
5 at 2-3?
1-2 this lobby,
Yeah,
so
I
it's
don't know
the
how we won 2.
maximum team synergy.
Has Bebe ever not been 5 at 2-3 this entire tourney?
I don't know.
some
Yeah,
point.
a couple
Yeah,
times.
a
He
lot,
played
a lot,
underground. He
a lot,
played
a lot.
underground, yeah.
Just Hodge, right?
I actually like D-Claw a lot as well.
For
But,
who though?
he had 2-item, like, whatever his tank was.
I think
Yeah.
Appies is falling off.
Yeah, Appies.
Oh, what?
I mean, Appies is like a I play for second every game type
Appies
player.
needs to hit Aphelios, right?
Yeah.
I play for a second every
Oh,
game.
there it is, there it is.
Oh,
Oh, it's huge.
just tell Fiddlesticks.
Yeah.
Or Zach. You can tell Zach.
Actually-
That's fine. I tell Zach actually. Now that I look at it more. Isn't Fiddlesticks CC just more stall?
His front line
Honestly,
is so bad.
I'm not a soul fiddle. Because he's trying to go for a cap out win. He's going for
And,
second.
and so you think Zach matters more than Fiddle?
Oh no, it's just the goal.
1 gold?
He's at the
It's,
0.
there's no difference here.
Wait, what?
He'd have to sell. He'd have to
The
sell
soul
set
set
as well.
Oh,
He's going
you're
for-
right.
he's going for
Oh,
full
you're right.
cap
You're right. I'm
out.
an idiot. Ignore me.
I don't know.
Now he just got way stronger. He just got
Yeah, way,
He
way
did,
stronger.
he did
for sure.
actually. The 4-star shot was a really big deal, actually. Okay.
Hafu lost. No.
Well, so Appy's front line is so fraudulent, but the way Hafu positioned ended up being kind of bad because the sure shots just targeted top
Oh.
left, and then they ignored the Leona.
Obviously, we didn't get to see the spot, but I'm pretty sure making Samira 2 in his spot was a grief. Samira 2 with no items doesn't do anything.
You sure? Even with 4 sure shot?
It does now, but he didn't have the Aphelios when he made it.
Oh,
And you just need to roll front line.
interesting. I think it's still worth making. but-
Yeah, honestly, I would just make it because I just say any upgrade is an upgrade.
Yeah, in this set in particular. Oh, Sox did really the setters might agree for positioning
Leona ult onto the nope.
onto the Jax. But if you can't take it out, you might just immediately turn on and cast. But Jax is starting to wrap up the attack
I
speed.
feel like Sox has too much HP on his forward.
Yeah, 6 brawler, pretty strong.
And no GS.
Okay, and then she's just beating Hafu. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
a third for Hafu.
Maybe this is
Okay.
why Sox went for this cap out, by the way, because with the Brawler Heart and with knowing that Appies was very likely to be his final
No
matchup.
lock? No lock?
And no GS at that point, he can just do that. Like, he can just hit, if he hits, he wins, right? It's just checkmate.
Yeah, it's fair. I guess there's no reason to lock if you can't even afford the Phelios too.
Yeah.
Like, this was probably the last fight in his mind because I think Sox is just too far ahead in tempo.
This is a good second.
It's a great second. Is there anything that he can do about it? Is there any kind of positioning tricks against Jax? Clumping is really bad, right?
If somehow he winds up getting the so I was just gonna say
and he's
all
up
Sox has to
side.
do is move the
Look at this
more back.
unpredictable positioning.
Yeah. And
Yo, this feels like it's got this.
all the wrap from the Mordekaiser onto the back line immediately.
Oh, God. This Jax is already in the back line.
Or the Jax. Yeah. I always call Jax Mordekaiser.
Jax is really strong. Hello, how was your game?
We saw. Oh, we gotta get
Yes.
the mic on.
I
Oh,
literally
oh.
asked him what I'm supposed to play with it, and he was like, "Oh, it's just Kaisa, Nyla, and Echo, and then you just flex units." And I'm like dying, right? I have I didn't even lose streak properly again in the first stage, and then I'm
It's really good, though.
weak. I have like a Vi pair and a Blitz pair and a LeBlanc one. I'm like, I'm doomed, and I have no items, and I don't know what to do. And then I was like, you know what? Kaisa, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. And I think you did it well. And like the reason why the comp is strong is because you can roll at 6, 7, and 8 very flexibly, and you have a lot of augments that you can't low roll. So it's a very, very flexible comp.
And you built a cool version of the board too, like the Zoe and the Cho'Gath.
Yeah,
That's
ball
not
play.
standard, but it looked really good.
stuff.
No,
That was
you did it
not
exactly
at
right.
all.
It's like a flex board,
That was
right?
a great
Yeah.
third in that
Really
line.
well done.
So, Socks, we were curious about the decision on Jax versus going 9, capping out. Can you speak to your thoughts there?
I mean, you just always go for Jax 3, but did you guys see my early game? I have like 4 brawlers. I get the Vi chosen
Yeah.
augment. I look over to Duke's board. He gets like 3 of the worst hero augments, and then he re-rolls and has to take the most flex augment. I already knew he was going 8th.
Wait, why is it always roll for Jax there? Like, what is it? Was it a lobby complexion thing? Is it just that Jax recaps out higher than
I mean-
legendaries this like right now?
I
What
mean,
is
when
it?
you hit Jax 3, isn't it like hitting like 3 different 3-stars? Because like Jax is a super mech and 3 units combine into him. Like, so like hitting Jax is like hitting Jax 3, Seth 3, and Wukong 3 all at once.
Then why aren't we seeing more Jax this tournament? I think it's the first Jax 3 we've seen.
Oh, because it's a more recent development. Also,
Yeah.
Jax has good matchups in the meta. He's really good into
Jax,
Zed
Jax
and
is good in the
Diego.
meta, but
Yeah.
like when people play Jax, Samira and like Philos become back in the meta again because they're really good.
Yeah,
at
exactly,
Jax. So
exactly.
it's like exactly what
That's actually really healthy for the meta. Okay, Rain. No, you don't get out that easy. Come here.
What?
You had loaded dice and you hit Viego 2 on 6.
That's a low roll.
It's actually a low roll.
It
It's actually a
actually
low roll.
was.
It's like she's basically playing a game with no prismatic, and the items weren't
She
even
didn't
like.
have
My
the
items
for it.
sucked.
Why-
They're
why
okay.
did you go-
They're actually pretty
The
good.
one thing I
Why
would say
not
is why
commit to Camille at that point then?
She should know
She didn't
Camille.
hit the Camille.
Because
no
there's
Camille.
She still had dice. She's
no.
had 1 dice.
Yeah, but she
Yeah,
I
but-
She had
won,
six-
I
did
had
she
1
have 6
dice and 4
Camille's?
Camille's.
Oh, 4
Yeah.
Camille. Oh, I
one
thought you had
dice and
7. Never mind. I thought you had 7
I had
Camille's.
1 dice
Okay.
and 4 Camille's. I low rolled that so okay.
Why
It
go
wasn't
for
the lowest
Sunfire?
roll ever.
It wasn't low roll, but it definitely wasn't high.
I had a belt open, right?
Yeah.
Really?
So
It
was
I
a
saw
low
like
half.
the Jax in the
Mid
lobby.
roll.
I thought, I
No,
don't know
it was-
why I
it
thought
was
it, but I thought there was a chance I killed the Jax.
Oh, yeah. No. Okay, fair enough.
So I thought I needed the anti-kill, but like what was like a way better item than Sunfire?
Oh, I just think you needed to go for damage item for
Like
Viego for
AP.
4-1. Like, I
Viego
think that
needs AP.
tempoing from that spot, like this Sunfire wasn't gonna do, and you lost like 3 of the fights. Wait, Appies, we wanted you had like if her dice was a disaster, she gave you all of the dice
yeah,
luck.
you got all-
Oh no!
Do you
When
have
use
perfect
it,
everything?
When
Well,
you use it
infinite
on,
odds, yeah,
no, okay,
infinite.
I don't know the actual odds, but if you look at Civ, right? Like, what can you hit on 7?
Yeah, for sure. It's a high, but
You're gonna hit everything no
but
matter
you hit
what.
the perfect number of Sivers and of Sennas.
Don't you always though?
No.
No,
No,
actually, a lot
did
of
you
people.
watch?
You
Did
should
you
go watch
watch?
watch
Her
it.
Camille dice odds are so high, and she hits like 3
Okay, but like, so
Camille's.
for Civs, right? I'm basically only hitting. I'm only hitting Sivir because I'm not seeing Gallia. I'm not seeing Janna, right? She's a 5 cost 1 cost. For
pulling
sure
up
shots,
stats,
like
man.
the odds for what's her face, Samira on 7 is not high at all, right? And so you're gonna see Senna's, you're gonna see Sivers, and that's it. That's like literally it. So you should 3-star both of them there, like every time. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyways,
I thought it was fine. It was a cool board.
my Leona 1 trade at the end.
The only thing is that Milk was suggesting you maybe take TG for the services. You just felt like you
I
had
don't know.
Silver three
I didn't say
items.
that. I didn't know which one was
Yeah,
better.
I was thinking that like
I
I
don't-
needed.
I like first aid kit. I thought it was a good pick.
Yeah, I was thinking for Aesah because I could just go Gunblade with the Rage Blade because I have so much scaling with Sure Shot already.
I see,
and
I see,
then
I
like
see.
you know, and I wanted
That
to
makes
play
sense.
next front line for Leona because I knew I needed to kill that Jack somehow, but I just
So
yeah,
just so we're clear, you hit an average of 2 Sivers per dice, and you hit an average of 1.5 Sennas per dice. So you're
Okay.
supposed to hit 4.5 Sennas
well,
and
so
6 Sivers.
I had 5 Sennas and 3 Sivers, so I should hit both of them then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
nailed it.
I'll go.
Yeah. Shut
What
up,
a great
Bryce.
loaded dice game.
No, I'm just doing that. I'm curious. I was curious for the
We
math.
love loaded dice.
I mean, look, you can easily miss there, right? Like she's like Rain was
Yeah,
Rain was supposed to hit Camille 3, and she had
you
4
missed a decent amount
Camille's.
of times.
I feel like it's actually a high roll that he hit.
It's
Exactly.
it's like a mid roll.
'Cause I
Right?
feel
Yeah,
like
hitting
I feel like-
exactly is
I
part
feel
of
like
it. Yeah,
he could easily just hit 8 Sennas or 8 Sivers.
exactly. You could
Like
you,
I feel like that's
you can
that would
wind up
happen
with like
most,
a
more
yeah,
likely. Actually,
sometimes you wind up with like that. You have 8 Sivers, and your final shop's like all Sivers, right?
It's true. It's true.
Also, sometimes
Another-
there's 2 Gallios and a Janna. Sometimes.
I will say that another line that Rain could have thought about was actually going for threats at that point as well, because she did have like Titans and BT and stuff. You can totally get away
No,
with
no,
threats.
I think she already
She had
already
this. She had
diced
the Camille augment as well.
Yeah.
But you just play the Camille augment with the threats.
No,
Yeah.
no. I think Rain played it fine.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I'm saying Okay, yes. You don't have to say no and then agree with me in a different way. This is the milk line.
Wait,
I'm saying
what?
that she had another option.
I don't think that was true.
When was that option?
think it is true.
I think
when did
she's
when did
wrong.
that option exist?
3-2.
Was it? No.
But I know
Obviously,
it's her
but
BT
after
Titans
which
Titans.
dice are you saying? After the first dice, the
No,
second
I'm
dice, or the
saying
third
like
dice?
she like in those situations, if you are trying to go for the Camille, and I'm saying like you have an option, you have more options with loaded dice than you think you do.
Oh, sure, but in that spot with the Camille augment with her items, when
No, she should have gone for the
I
Camille.
think
You're right.
I
I'm saying
think-
it's fine.
I think
I'm just
I would've stuck with
pointing out an
Camille.
option that she had.
I would have stuck with the Camille and played a naked Viego too. Yeah, she had one more dice. It's 40%.
I would have done that too.
I would've done
Actually,
that.
when she sold it, I was like, I would
feel
have
like-
probably tried to stabilize the
like-
board, econ back up a little bit, roll for like a couple more Camille's, and then.
I feel like
and
you're
then
not
dice.
top fouring if you.
Yeah,
play
with those
Viego.
items, and definitely not if you slam Sunfire next. Because
she already
then
rolled
you're,
so
then
much
you're
at-
gonna have
she
like
rolled so much at 6
and we
too.
saw the Viego too didn't have enough. It just didn't have enough damage. Like you just can't build Viego that way and expect it to carry.
I'm actually the only surprising thing. I'm kind of surprised she didn't take Rod for third item Viego and took
Yeah.
random Sunfire.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really random, but like it was good in that lobby, but probably needed. Like,
Okay,
a
the
little
real
more third
moral of
item
this story is
Viego.
Frodan versus Milk chess boxing match in 10 minutes.
Huh? Can I get like 2 years to train? At Ludwig? Also, isn't a boxing event soon?
Yeah.
I don't know. Didn't Box get like a concussion?
Wait, did he?
What?
I heard he got a concussion.
Oh no.
Who did something
And,
else?
and then he couldn't even actually like do it.
You
But
got a
I'm not sure
concussion
that's
from
true.
boxing or like I think before boxing.
I think it was related to
TFT.
chess boxing. Because so Box was invited to the event. Oh, I just realized his name is Box when he got concussion boxing. He was invited to the event. He was actually really excited to come.
Yeah,
but
he
he already had booked the Ludwig chess boxing event a long time ago, which is a great, cool concept. But you know, obviously, if you're getting concussions, plus cool.
This event has been a blast.
Someone
by the
in
way.
chat, which
for
is
coming.
obviously very reliable, says that not concussion but hurt his rib. And this is a Twitch chatter, so you can take that. You
Jeez.
can take that as a bank. Basically guaranteed that is accurate. There's no one who's ever lied in Twitch chat ever.
This is gonna start to become like an urban legend. Like at this point, Box is gonna have all these different injuries that people are saying. Like, oh, he didn't just hurt. He broke his ankle.
Has anyone ever gotten a TFT related injury? Like someone, like I don't know, like
Carpal tunnel?
falling over backwards, like gets upset at Mortdog and like falls out of their chair or
Me,
something.
my wrist.
Same. My
My
wrist
fast
also hurt.
APM.
How?
And like
You have low-
constantly
you have low
flickering.
APM.
Robin,
Oh,
you are
that's why I low
so
APM.
Look at
old,
this.
bro. You're the only 20-year-old I know with wrist issues.
Okay, the one thing I want to say
30.
is that Robin gets a lot of flack for being old, and rightfully so. This dude's ancient as hell.
Yeah.
But the second part of it is that doesn't mean that he's incapable of like microing. Like he actually does some really fast swaps and Zephyrs and stuff.
He
at
said he
times.
did
at
yesterday.
this.
He said he had a Zephyr that was so fast.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
a Zephyr.
Even-
I swapped like usually I swap with 3 seconds left. I swapped with like 1 second left.
Do you know why, man? Is because Robin, he's like really into like the Dragon Ball lore, right? And you
Yeah.
know, like Goku and VG are like 65 years old or something like that,
Yeah.
but they're still able to go Super Saiyan. That's Robin.
Oh, I'm a Saiyan.
Robin's a Super Saiyan at the age of 60.
I'm aging backwards. I think. I'm getting faster every
It's a
set.
Benjamin Button
He's
situation.
the oldest Super Saiyan ever.
All right, game 2.
I'm a boomer, but I lost
We're
to
not in the middle, by the way,
Aesah.
Robin.
You
What'd you say?
know,
We're in the middle.
actually, this might be the
yeah,
one of the
me and-
highest average age lobbies we have all weekend.
I think me and Milk got
Yeah.
a meet and greet soon.
Yeah.
So
we
you guys
got
gotta
in the middle
go.
of it. No, we talked for a little bit though. We
Yeah.
can start yapping.
When you
Okay.
guys leave, send some other sweats over here.
Yep.
That's your job. You got to replace yourselves on the couch.
We'll have some other
Oh.
people.
I believe in you. Pocky, you want to join the couch? Pocky just said yes.
It just
he
gets
said he's
turned
really,
to me
he
and
said he's really
Bryce.
excited to hang out with us.
I think Big Mike might be here soon, so he can take over for us
Oh,
probably. Let
baby.
me check Discord.
Oh, so
Yeah,
Biggest
he said
Michael.
around 2:30.
We'll see.
All right, Appies with a thoroughly uninteresting opening. It's so nice. Being at the summit, I think my favorite thing about casting at the
Oh.
summit is actually... Oh, what?
He said, "Do you see Chad or Amy there? I can't check into my hotel. Dink donk."
Chad? Soju can't check into his hotel.
Oh,
You
that
want
was
to go solve that
45
problem?
minutes ago. They probably figured it out by now.
Oh.
Okay, but I was gonna say my favorite thing about casting this event is that when you're like super sweaty casting, right? You have to come up with something to talk about when it's Appies just has like a blitzcrank and a.
It's because you don't know jack shit about the set.
No.
I can talk infinite about this board set.
Oh,
state.
okay, let's do it.
But I think it's really funny. What if Soju can't check into the hotel because it was like under the wrong name?
It's under Big Mike.
Big Mike. It was under K3, not K3
Yeah, first
Soju.
name Cloud9, second name K3.
Oh, Sona pre-level.
Oh, I thought he was going to for a second.
Why would you pre-level
Oh, yeah,
your
you want
most
underground.
expensive?
Yeah, you want KO,
but
and you want KO though.
Yeah, but you gotta get KO
Oh,
and
Tiny Titans underground.
Double Trouble is also something he could think about as well if he has good builds for it.
I'm down for a Tiny Titans.
I would take Tiny
underground.
Titans here just because his board stays
Yeah,
so
I'm
awful
looking at his
that
board.
like what is
Second win's also good.
Yeah, it's good for sure, but like isn't it like high key awful right now?
Oh,
Underground.
I'm down to roll.
Oh,
here.
I'm down to roll.
Yeah, I'm down to roll as well.
I am down to never roll.
Bebe would roll here.
Yeah.
He actually told me Bebe.
Milk's a straight coward.
Yes!
I'm
Mike, come on.
Wait, wait, wait,
More
wait,
than
wait,
Milk.
wait.
Yeah! More dog.
He should have got Tiny Titans. No.
Well, yeah, but he didn't know that the vial was going to show up in the shop.
Okay.
Oh, you're right. I'm
Also,
being a Twitch chatter.
I just
right
want
now.
you to know, I'm pretty sure rolling there is almost always incorrect.
Yeah, of course.
but it was awesome for us.
Yeah, but the thing is, also they're kind of close in the points, so they should really not.
Yeah, but this is a.
That's the
for
difference.
content.
That's the difference between you and Appies. Appies is, a Giga Chad.
That's true. That's true. You know what Sox told me?
What?
He told me that he was really surprised meeting a lot of the TFT people for the first time because he had a certain impression of them online, and he was thinking like, yeah, like I really thought that Milk would be like a Giga Chad.
What does that even mean to be a Giga Chad?
Yeah, but it turns out he's just a beta.
Wait, what even is a Giga Chad?
If I have to explain it to you,
Someone
then
who rolls for underground on 2-1?
Yes.
you
Yes.
just it's like
Exactly.
That's one personality trait of a Giga Chad for sure.
I would have never done that.
Oh, Monka,
I'm too much
Exactly.
of a beta. Oh.
Mrs. Appies approves, by the way.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, so
You ever level to 5 here so you can get some your next shop?
Pretty sure you never roll here. What the heck is pop-up? Did you guys do this? Pretty sure you. Wait,
I haven't seen this whole tournament. This is so
did
good.
they prep this?
Wait,
That is
what?
amazing. If that was prepped,
What?
oh my god.
Okay, is 2 underground even good though?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
it's
like
very
Milk had
good.
5 underground at like what 2-2 or something, and you went 8.
That's
No, he didn't. No, he
I-
didn't.
No. I found it on 2-5 or
Yeah.
2. No, actually, no. I got Krugs. I think. I don't remember. But like,
We just keep pushing
Yeah, you
it
got
back.
5. You got 5
Alright.
underground 2-5, but you got 2 underground, 3 underground 2-1, right?
wait, what? I basically, I should went. Okay, I'm just bad at the game. Okay.
Oh no, I feel like it's like not.
It's true.
I feel like it's kind of
Baby
hard.
hard
Like, I feel like it's
carries
not that OP.
Also, no. Do you know what the problem is? Okay, I was catching on a turn where, okay, whoever decided to run around in a circle to pick up all your items and it overflows,
More dog.
and then also your little legend lags. There's probably a little legend that moves the fastest and the game's actually pay to win and doesn't bug out.
Multiver.
What are you're saying the little legends movement speeds are not
Yes.
the same.
Because to pick up the items is too hard.
Interesting. I don't know about that. Sounds like you just have low APM.
Honestly, it's probably just low PM.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Baby was
Agreed.
right.
Oh. Hashtag Baby was right.
Baby was right.
I did try to get that trend starting
What? Hashtag Baby was right.
like months ago when the
Honestly,
when the whole
Bebe
thing
is
started.
right. But the thing is, me and Bebe have the worst synergy I've seen in my life.
I can't believe I got baited. Okay, so before we started competing, me, Bryce, Milk, Baby in our group just like an hour ago, Milk was insistent that him and Bebe just won't talk to each other. They're like, oh, we play so much better when we're just not talking. So
We
I was
don't
like,
talk.
But I want to be in the same room as them for like the fun moments, which definitely happen.
Yep.
But these guys yap so much. You guys are,
Perfectly.
What? I don't talk.
that's not true.
No,
at all.
talked
I
the
was
whole
I
time.
was in the other room. All I could hear was Milk and Baby yapping.
They're just
Wait,
arguing.
really?
I have video
Yeah.
evidence.
Oh, we're arguing.
At one point, I just stopped playing. I filmed you.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Mid game?
Yes.
Oh,
Why is that surprising? You guys came down here to have an argument mid-game
Yeah,
on
we're
broadcast.
arguing. We're not
stopped
we're
playing,
not
came
talking about-
downstairs and started talking and arguing with each other.
Yeah, we have a lot of argument about
It was
it.
like 3-2. You almost missed a carousel.
Well, what was Baby's
Yeah.
like? How was he? What was his reasoning why he went?
It was
so-
bad.
I don't know, man.
I 6-0'd him that fight. It was so
The
funny.
thing is, he won the game though. That's all. Like,
Shit, somehow, despite that, you went 1-2.
What?
Yeah,
I don't get how
I
Baby
don't
is so good.
understand.
Like
He's
like
so
with this
good,
style.
man. He's just he understands how to play low econ so well.
Yeah.
we just have the two
Also,
most
he's a hitter.
styles.
Because he basically, Vigo was his only out, and he full
It's
sent on
true.
7, and full sent with not that much gold, because he was 0 gold, level
Yeah.
7 3-2, right?
Yeah.
And he just hits Vigo.
Just to add one more layer to the Bebe
This guy's
discussion.
90 HP
He's,
AFK.
Bebe is also staying up till 2 a.m. streaming every day from the venue.
Oh yeah, he is.
And,
You're
and
just
then he
playing infinite
barely sleeps and he
games.
comes back, and he's himself. It's actually kind of insane. The guy's a crank.
I have 5 games to set.
Oh, that's more than me.
A beacon in battle.
I mean, on live, right?
Oh yeah, on live.
Yeah, baby has like 40.
Oh, there's some people here with way more than 40.
Well, yeah, like Solus is grinding. Solus is like top 20 NA right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Nice round.
I'm trying to stay low elo right now, so when I go back home, I can farm some
Easy.
tubers.
I like
and I
it.
can trick the nuke to infinite first.
I like it.
Yeah.
Way to build on your team name.
Yeah.
Higadza is AFK. He won the first fight, actually.
Team NT, the noob trickers.
You guys spot is so good. He's so healthy.
It's really,
Yeah,
really good.
this is the proper underground kind of setup for sure. Because now you get the. Oh wait, sorry, he wasn't underground. Sorry,
AFK.
it was Appies. Yeah, never mind.
Appies is 72. Getting a little bit low, but not too bad.
That's
It's
pretty
fine.
bad.
Not too bad.
That's not too
He
bad.
could be like
Fine.
50.
You can be 62.
He could be 58. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh! Take it?
What?
Bro. Sona 2.
Do you even make this?
No.
No.
No, right?
But
I'm pretty-
you might get banned if
Do you ever
take
sell a
this.
Sona to make money?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sell for. It's not even close.
You can play a Kale or something if you want, but yeah.
What if you make the Sona 2 KO and then you roll for
Bro,
Samira?
no one is making a Sona
I feel like
2.
it's like against Appy's religion to not make upgrades. In
Really? I would be mind blown if he doesn't sell a Sona 2.
I mean,
I would
There
move
is-
him down my perspective power rankings if he
Really?
doesn't.
Really?
Oh.
I'm pretty sure, like, okay, this is how you play Underground. It's like not like Mercs and Fortune because you can win with it.
There
I
is
feel like.
no
And
way.
I think you need to start if you
So-
open
so he
4.
buys this, right?
Yeah, I think if you open 4, you need to start winning with it stage 3. So I feel like you do. Like I feel like buying this is not even that bad.
Okay.
buy
I can see it,
and
I can see it.
pre-level.
I feel like you need to start setting up to save HP on stage 3.
I do think Sona 2 is underrated. They've been buffing her like 3 patches in a row, so she's definitely not too bad.
I think the proper way to play Underground is open 4 stage 2 and then roll on level
Okay, join
6.
us next.
Win streak stage 3 into bigger cash out stage 4 or 5.
I agree with that actually. I feel like
People are playing like Mercs and Fortune.
Milk and I both went 8th playing Underground today, and I think it's largely due to exactly what Robin's
Oh,
saying.
well, sometimes I go first though, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, we scored our first and 8.
I want so Bryce and I came with saying like, look, it's really hard for us to top 3. We have to take some big risks, but we
Yeah, and then when I took egg game 1, Dan was low key, high key flaming me and said to me, if we go bot, I'm blaming this egg selection. I'm like,
Was egg bad?
man.
I was.
Wait, did the
even
egg
agreed
end up
with
hatching
me.
or no?
No.
I just remember Q
almost
saying,
cashed
"Oh,
it.
Bryce won the game. He got egg." Where I was like,
I
oh,
got
man.
egg with 80 HP, and then I full synth, and I didn't hit anything.
Yeah,
so then
I
I just
saw
lost
that.
every fight by a billion. Unluck.
Oh, last
Oh,
whisper.
these items are pretty good.
30 gold.
Well, that Vayne's pretty good too. It's all Yasuo.
Oh, which duelist do I keep? It's like their starting Pokemon.
Oh, I like
she's so
Fiora. I like
Charmander.
Fiora because Ox Force is broken, and you want to playing
Oh.
Alistar on these boards.
Also, you probably want to.
Oh, you have Yasuo pair. I get it. Never mind.
I mean, I thought
Honestly,
Oh, but wait.
it's probably still.
It's still,
It's
yeah.
still
It
because-
should have been on our board right now. Why would we?
Because have you seen Ox Force stats of
Yes.
the Emblem?
Yes.
It's insane. It's a
Ox Force-
number one augment.
This
for tier
trait
2.
is
Yeah.
offensive capability with diamond hands on all the units.
Yeah, it's like what if you had diamond hands on every unit? And
Yeah.
you're like,
Almost every
not
unit.
bad.
Almost every unit's best item is Ox Force fat.
Almost, but not everyone.
It's actually a lot of them, like a lot.
It is a lot of them. Spreading the items. Oh, playing Stoneplay. That's pretty good too.
good atomization.
Yep. Very flexible.
Although I feel like I want to put the Gargoyle on the unit with the Sunfire and then sack the Alistar, like put Alistar to
yeah,
main tank. Because what happens with
That's true.
Alistar is it main tanks the first wave of damage from the enemy team. It CCs something. It does Ox Force stall, and then it dies, and then you get mascot value from it.
Watch this Alistar augment. Becca's a knower. She's gonna get the Alistar augment. She's gonna rip it.
Oh.
Boom! Behemoth.
Dude,
Wait, is that good?
this Dan guy? No, it's actually not good at all.
What are you talking
Wait,
about?
which one did you take again?
Behemoth?
She took Vitality of the Ox. I don't think this one's good, right?
It actually is kind of good, but you have to know how to play around it.
Wait, what does this do?
So the bet. So Vitality Ox
So
says that
good with
whenever
Zed.
your team auto attacks, you get 2% heal.
It's
Oh.
so good with Zed.
Oh, okay.
Rageblade Zed with this augment is disgusting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was exactly what I was leading
Oh,
up
sorry,
to.
sorry, my bad.
This Bryce guy.
This Bryce guy, always stealing Frodan's thunder.
It was really
You
funny.
say too many smart things, so you gotta let room for other people to say smart
But the
things.
funny part is, Bryce was the exact same way. He's like, I have 0 playable augments. This augment sucks. And I was like, no, man. Vitality Ox Zed with Rageblade is disgusting. It actually means that you don't actually have to. You can just play 6 duelists, 3 prankster, and hacker, and you win the lobby. 100%.
Isn't that just a Zed thing, not the augment thing?
Yes,
But like the augment enables that.
I mean, you played Zed and went 8th today.
Wait, did I?
Didn't you? Didn't you try to play
Oh,
Zed?
oh
the...
no, that was mainly vehicle carry.
Oh, I went 7th with Zed today.
I had vehicle pair, Zed pet Aaron.
People are getting better at playing against Zed. People are not that good against playing Viego right now.
The Zed Viego combo is just so brutal because Zed, you want to clump and then Viego punishes the hell out of that.
Yeah. Yo, Becca is crushing the lobby. Becca Hafu, 1-2.
Whoa,
Pause champ.
Whoa.
All right, let's take a look at the augments.
Dan,
What's up?
don't curse us.
Oh, she
Here, you.
Oh, no.
Yo, there's no way Becca bought fours from this spot. It's actually impossible.
See, this is the thing whenever I play.
take it. I think
This is the
take
thing whenever I
this.
play Underground.
No, this is good.
It's like by this height. This is a second heist, right?
Yeah, but this is good because now she's 2 items up over everybody else, and then she can kind of play.
By this heist, you're 40 already. Like, you can't even get. It's so hard to get.
It's
more
not bad.
heist.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's
Yeah.
not
But
bad
the
at
thing
all.
is, for like him having to roll for it and lose this much HP.
Yeah.
It's like, was it worth?
Yeah, it wasn't worth, but it was Woach.
Wait, did
Agree?
he get is that boxing lessons?
Oh, it's boxing
It is,
lessons?
it is
Oh,
boxing lessons.
GG's.
Oh, that was your underground cash out then.
It's not bad. His front line is basically solved, so basically he now needs to find backline damage. Does he zero out Redemption Stone Plate?
Okay, a freeze easy rod's pretty nice.
It is, plus the fact that like now he can just purely pick offensive items, and he can also, yeah, exactly, choose whatever he wants.
I mean, and he has boxing lessons.
He also still keeping Underground, so there is like a world where he could just get one more cash out and be okay, but probably unlikely. Only if he hits Samira, I think he can do that. Samira with the bow off carousel.
Wait, how come you said Hafu, let's go, and she instantly loses her streak?
But I said Becca, let's go, and she keeps
They might
her
have played.
streak.
They might have played each other.
Yeah.
Oh, we see 2
Shut up,
boxing
Milk.
lessons. 2 boxing lessons. Sucks took the Riven one.
Wait, did we just watch Spicy
Oh,
Appies
the
fight right
Zoe
now?
one is so good.
Wait, there's a Samira. Was that
Oh,
Samira with
DQA
the
took
glove?
Kaisa.
Yeah, he's playing Kaisa.
Oh,
I mean, he had
okay.
Edge of Night on Kaisa. Is he playing Kaisa reroll?
I mean, what? Edge of.
I mean, I don't know.
I feel like
It's
Edge of
bad.
Night is quite bad on Kaisa
it
unless
is
you
ba-
have
it-
unless you have Into the Night.
It is bad. It is bad. But his board looked like Kaisa reroll. I'm not
I mean,
sure.
she could be just holding item for Zed until gets
Yeah.
it. Kaisa is actually.
The
A lot
support
of people
one.
had this impression that she's just like an AP
But isn't
item
the
holder.
Kaisa augment bad for like
For
if
Zed?
it's not carry? If it's not Kaisa carry?
Well, are you talking about the one that gives attack speed?
Oh, I don't know. Is there? What's the support one for Kaisa?
So this is the carry one.
Yeah.
So it is.
I'm pretty sure the carry
attack
one.
speed
Yeah, like from my understanding, there's no good Kaisa support one, but I may be wrong.
Okay, so the 2 Kaisa augments are the one that gives attack speed, and what's the other one, Robin?
It doesn't make her ult hit multiple targets.
Oh, you're right. So this is the multiple targets one.
By the way, you guys got a dip, right?
Yeah, we got a
230?
I'm pretty sure DQ is 8th. Edge of Night, Kaisa.
All right, prediction
I-
of DQA 8th. I'll text you, Robin. I'll let you know.
Okay.
We're subbing in. We're
Wait,
up.
you're on a texting basis with Robin? What? How tight
actually,
are you
I don't
two?
even have Robin's cell phone number. I just meant that generally.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're gonna like hit him on Discord.
Oh, I guess I'm on Discord. All right, we're upgrading. We're going from Milk and Robin to Iniko
Yeah.
and Dog.
We have 2 players who kind of know what they're talking about to a player who definitely doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I saw Spicy Appies with Underground. It was probably 2-1. Isn't he just going guaranteed first? Whoosh. Oh, thanks for the mic, Milk. All right, so yeah, I just got here. So I heard from Milk that Appies had Underground.
That was truly impressive.
That was
really amazing commentary.
You guys are kind of good. I'm not even gonna try. I would definitely botch it.
It's not that hard.
All right, so we have Kaisa here. We're just going to do an itemization and build up and go for a big level 7 roll down. And when we get everything together, we're just going to kind of go for a big win streak. What do you think, Milk?
I can't even.
You can do it. Recenter yourself. You got this.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. Oh, Monka Steer.
Man, that duo is legendary.
It
I'm
is.
down to
It's so
re-invite
fun.
Bebe
That
to
was-
every.
Hey, listen,
was a
Bebe,
TFT
as far as I'm
ever.
concerned, Bebe has a standing invite to any future summits. He's he's a first-round draft pick every time. He's way
got
too fun.
great energy,
He's
too.
also like so versatile for content. He's such a good like judge for the talent
Yes.
show, and also you haven't seen the skit yet. We filmed these comedy sketches,
Oh
which
my god.
and Bebe steals the show. Like we're right. See, the funny thing is we're writing these scripts even without Bebe,
Yeah.
so he's just slotting in and improvising lines. And when he ad-libs, this dude's like Leonardo DiCaprio. What he's ad-libbing is so good.
When Bebe enters the skit, his first ad-libbed line, or his line is not written for him, was just fully off the cuff by him. And the entire room just burst out laughing. It is so good.
The only person I think matches him is Setsuko, who low-key is the greatest actor of our generation.
Yeah, the thing about Setsuko is we cast him as himself, and we said, Setsuko, what we need you to do is we need you to just flame this person, this person, and this person. And so he stands up there. We were like, hey, we wrote a placeholder, but don't even worry about what we wrote in the script. Just sit up there and flame them. And the first thing he does, like first take right out of the gate, he just rips it, full flamethrower on, and everyone just sits there and goes, wow, that was like really believable.
Oh, wow, yeah, that was
like,
really good. Wow,
we really feel like you hate them.
I heard that, but I thought you guys were being sarcastic the whole
No,
time.
no. Setsuko killed it as
He
well.
slayed it. It is so good.
We have some untapped potential.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this skit. Actually, I've been hearing a lot of good things about it.
Yeah.
I heard the
think,
first one's debuting in an hour, featuring
really?
more dogs. So that's gonna be fun.
Cannot wait. The skits are so good.
Oh, hold on.
Socks made double Deathblade.
One for each hand.
He only
Double
has 4
Deathblade.
ashes, 39
Is that
HP.
good because of the way the percentage stacking works? Or
Well,
no?
he had the option to make IE and then like maybe Shroud.
Oh,
but he made
true,
TG Deathblade instead.
True.
Interesting.
So I guess it was mostly to just kill the other sword, maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, what else does the other
But
sword want
Infinity
to
Edge
become?
would be really strong in this
Yeah.
spot, too.
But like, what else can the other sword possibly become on this line?
In another world, it'd be Zeke's.
Zeke's, but like then you have no frontline items, right?
Yeah.
If you use your first belt to make a Zeke's here, I don't
It's
know about
true.
that one.
Yeah, it's a
Interesting.
solid decision. I think.
Yeah, this spot feels really bad though.
The
He has
reality is
4
Socks hasn't
ashes.
hit.
Yeah, he has 4 ashes.
He is so far behind, and he took the Riven-based Ogden, so it makes his board even more awkward.
I wonder when he committed to this. Like, did he have 3 ashes and he just has missed everything since then,
Yeah.
or did he commit to this like 1 ash?
Hard to say, we weren't there, but when he had prep, I'm sure he had like 2 ashes or something like that. I
Yeah.
thought he could do that.
Oh, and DQA is going
8th
as
DQ
well.
8th.
You just said.
Yeah, High Roller or Windfall? I guess it's
I feel
both
like
kind of the
it
same.
literally can't be bad, right?
I mean, I feel like you just have to take this and just rip it, right? Like, there's no world in which
All right, here we go.
I just rip it
What's
right
it gonna
now.
be? What's it gonna be?
Is
Oh
that
god.
No way!
Is it?
Aren't there tons of other 1-cost brawlers, but no other 1-cost recons?
Yeah.
I don't understand why he's doing
I think
that.
you should do it on. Wow, that is not.
It's so weird being at the beginning and said not knowing the dice odds, but like
There is no way that just happened. What are the odds of that?
So it feels bad, man.
I want to point it out.
Dog just joined us on the couch. I'm in disbelief.
I want
Okay,
to point
if
it
you-
out. We do have like internet up there. We can. pull
if
up
you
facts.
want Ash,
You're not supposed to look it up. Though,
you're
I
not.
think.
If you want Ash, just so you
Yeah.
know, it's at level 5. It's Ezreal, Mord at level 5. Good to know.
More.
Kaisa, Senna, and then Ash herself is the same odds as all those.
That's what I was
And then
saying. I thought
if you dice Ash, it's 1.13 per, and if you dice Renekton, it's 0.75. So that's
such
So
a
we like
nerd.
cut his odds in half, right?
repeating, of course. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Like, like was he just looking for like Lee as well? Maybe.
I mean,
don't-
there's just no
it's
way.
not- yeah, I don't know.
Like the Ash is so much more important. If you dice the Ash and you want to put like an abundance of Ashes, then you want to use the last one on Renekton or something.
Yeah.
Fine. I mean, he also low rolled. Like he got very few 1-costs, but
Yeah, you got super.
Oh,
push.
yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Just
hit, man,
No
just
justice.
If you can hit Ash 3,
Oh
okay.
my-
All right, now, lowest of keys. This is like top 5-able.
Yeah, this is pretty stable.
Yeah. Because the thing is, when this comp stabilizes, it's still a little bit late, but when this comp stabilizes, it's really hard to dislodge until you get like a Zed that jumps onto Ash.
Yeah, so usually I look around whenever I play this reroll Ash comp and make sure that there's no Zeds, because if there are, you just like throw in an Ez. Like you could take
Yeah.
out like one of the brawlers, and then if you run an Ez for recon, like you just fly away from the Zed, it's fine.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you just have to scout for it, because like at a certain point in the game, that's when the Zeds start popping up, right?
dude, DQA hard rolled to 0. He had Kaisa 3, and he has
That's right.
Neela 1, Vayne 1. His whole board is 1 star except for this Kaisa 3.
Yeah. And Kaisa 3 is very strong, so this is a very interesting setup for
Yeah.
DQA. Kind of close.
Is this a Zed heavy lobby? Or
We've not seen any Zeds yet, but doesn't mean there aren't any.
how early do you slam the Edge of Night?
Really early. We were talking about that. He slammed the Edge and I didn't committed the Kaisa line. We were very confused.
I just realized Becca in chat is our 5th commentator.
Oh, what'd you say?
She was saying like, don't leak the tag because we were telling her about the Vitality Ox combo.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
what's the tech? What's the tech?
Oh, there's no tech.
Okay.
There's no, not. Oh wait, we
I
can tell
can't
Dog
do
Dog.
my
As
homie
long
Becca like
as long
that.
as Iniko closes her ears, I'm happy to tell Dog. But Iniko's
it
been
just-
hiding 100% of his tech.
Mech, is that all it is?
No, that's not the
Yes,
tech.
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
wow,
no,
you
that's
guessed
the
it.
tech. Dog,
How
that's
did
the
you
tech.
know?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
mean,
the mech
Vitality
tech.
is just good, isn't it? Like it's like what half a mascot heal every time your team autos or something. Is that the one?
I mean, mascot
Yeah,
with Sivir,
basically,
or
yeah.
what is it? Sivir with mech is pretty good.
It's actually more than a
the
mascot
15% heal.
Yeah.
that one's pretty
Yeah,
well
yeah,
known.
the endless pizza mac combo
Yeah,
is really, really good.
She's playing mech right now.
Plus, just cleanses anti-heal, and if
There
you
you
have
go. It's a
BT or
yeah.
redemption on your Mac, it just
I
lives
was saying,
forever.
man.
Yeah,
that is the
it's pretty
tech.
sick.
Nico's so smart. He just knows the tech.
And Nico is so smart.
I mean,
What was his roll to 0, by the way? Yeah.
He did it so that he could look at this Wukong in his shop and then buy it if he wins this fight
This
somehow.
board does not look good. He has a level 1 Aesah. I guess the only thing is the Velvet, but still
Oh,
level 1.
man.
The one thing you can say about it is it's going to be very, very hard at this stage to deal with this mech. Like Gargoyle,
Yeah,
Redemption,
that's
Solo,
true.
Frontline.
And it is, yeah.
I think binary will do a lot of good as well.
Yeah, for sure. Like fights like this are really good for him, right?
It's true, it's true. Boards of treasure. I'm actually so happy to play against mech players sometimes just because
Yeah,
they kill 2 units for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, homie.
Wait, hey, actually, I just realized if I play Underground, you should play mech.
Oh.
We queue into each other?
Oh.
Take fewer.
Oh, we're continuing to evolve our synergy.
Ah.
Someday we'll get to Bebe milk levels.
Socks went
you guys want to
8th.
play more?
All right, never mind. It
Yeah,
wasn't. It wasn't.
of course we
top
do.
5
Maybe we made it to tomorrow. We swung for the fences, but we're in there. LCQ.
I'm actually tilted for Socks. How he just like used loaded dice and found 2, like 1 Renekton and then like 2 Ashes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
was-
tilted at all.
I mean,
for
yeah,
it.
I'm not tilted at all. He did it to himself.
Yeah, he just misplayed. Simple as. I think
Oh,
that like
God.
I think you
Dude, we don't even have units.
Yeah, I was going to say, are we even going to play full board?
We. Oh, Camille. Big value. Also, this Aphelios unit does
Did
not.
we get Zephyr?
Very,
He didn't get binary on his Achilles.
Oh.
did not get Zephyred.
He got slept on.
Really
Aphelios
good.
has been nerfed so hard. It feels like his primary carry, unless you're level 9 legendaries, everything 2-star, and you're getting
Yeah.
like chip value from like Nunu, Mordekaiser, etc. It just doesn't do that much.
I agree.
You
I mean, it's fine at this
Oh,
board, obviously,
I-
because Ace is super weak, but
It's interesting. I disagree. I actually think Aphelios is really strong because it's entirely about your front line. Because he has like natural scaling and inherently a ton of damage, but he is basically a stick. So if you breathe on him, he dies.
yeah. He's even so skinny. Very stick-like.
Oh, body shaming Bryce in 2023. Oh, it's 2022 actually.
Getting a little ahead of yourself there.
What year is it?
What if we
Where
took
am
out
I?
I have future sight.
the hexes and then we just added hitboxes?
Oh, I
So
see.
you just place the units anywhere, and then there's hitboxes. So the skinny units would have an advantage.
Oh, true. So like maybe he could like theoretically matrix dodge the misfortune
Exactly. You know, Lulu would be S tier.
ult.
Fiddlesticks.
Prestivent, it's SS tier. By the way, let's check out Prestivent's board. We've been watching Appies for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Prestivent's streaking actually.
P God?
Take a look at him.
He's playing the AP flex line with the Z2.
Yeah.
Well, look at those items. You love to see BIS items during the neutral round. Oh, these
Yeah,
are
just
also
roll
really good.
BIS, that's fine. Just roll BIS.
Oh, he has
all
lucky
over
gloves.
again.
Never mind. Ignore me.
What the
Oh, lucky
heck?
gloves.
No, I mean this is see his face. He's not even phased.
Oh,
No,
right,
he
right,
does
right.
have lucky gloves.
Does he
No,
want
no,
Morello?
those-
Oh, that's just
that's not
You're
Fan of
right.
Thieves gloves,
You're
right?
right. Fan of
Yeah.
Thieves.
That indecision was harder than people.
I
might
looked
think.
at both. I looked at the prismatic Thieves gloves augment, and he had Gigabyss on both Soraka and Zed, and I
That's
was like, I
true.
mean, it has to be, right?
I kind of assumed the same.
So the problem that Prestivent has is he really wants anti-heal, but he doesn't have a good holder. His best anti-heal applicant is Zoe.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
Whoa, he just reforges and gets Zizi Rot.
I was thinking
This
like
guy is not normally.
Annie or Jinx with Morello like isn't the worst. So you can at least get on the front line in that case. That's better than nothing.
I agree with that. Although I just feel like his spot, I actually don't mind it that much.
Yeah, the reforge. Yeah.
The reforge, yeah. Because he could have hit a bunch of, like he could have just hit Sunfire and that would have been better.
Yeah, I agree.
Appies is dead.
Appies is dead.
And that's the problem with like, you know, units that can hit the backline like that.
Oh, Rocket 2.
By the way, Prestivent,
Go for Sona.
yeah, he's going for Sona 3 as a carry, and Prestivent doesn't really, he gets memed on a lot. He doesn't get enough as a credit as a player of being very
Agreed.
creative with how he builds his late game boards.
Oh, he's been talking about Sona 3 for the past few days. Like I know he likes this unit.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's definitely not the strongest of 3-cost carries, but situation game, it can get you that top 2 very
It's really strong
comfortably.
early because the heal is insane. So if you have some like tanky front line, it's really hard for them to kill it.
I think it's
Yeah.
very underrated.
But you kind of, I feel like blue buff
Helios
is like
2?
way better than Shojin owner.
Oh, high end
At
shopping.
8,
from
did Rain say anything? Oh.
No, she has high
Oh,
end
okay,
shopping.
okay. She
Makes
doesn't have to
sense.
say anything in that circumstance.
Although, Helios, without Onslaught? Wow. Okay, is Lucky Gloves just like incredibly OP or what?
It's not Lucky Gloves.
It's not Lucky Gloves. He's just
No,
a
he's
god.
just high rolling.
He's just high rolling.
That's Band of Thieves.
Yeah,
wait,
isn't
what
that,
the
that's
heck?
what I thought too. But
It was Lucky Gloves.
In fairness,
My
he
eyes
has had.
glossed over that.
In fairness, there has been no discernible difference between having Lucky Gloves and not having Lucky Gloves for the last 4 fights.
Oh, then in that case, I believe what Milk was saying. Remember he said that Appies needed to pick Band of Thieves so he could get Thieves Clubs for his Silver 3 that he had no items?
Okay, this is slightly worse. I mean, the Z items are pretty good.
No, turn Soraka to the
Honestly-
mech. It's time.
Soraka's going to be back there healing Sona Infinite.
Totally fine.
Okay, but actually, if he had first aid kit and he had this item set up and Zed came to the back line, would anything ever happen to these two?
Nope.
Just imagine.
That was
Okay.
stressful.
Yeah, why didn't you just move the horse?
Yeah, I don't know, but-
No, because he's juking the opponent out. It's actually strictly worse to move the horse.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's why if people are scouting you constantly, then yeah.
Oh,
I just don't scout.
I'm a boomer. Trying to move two units
Oh.
in that situation introduces the possibility of screwing it up.
All right. By the way, DQA very quietly fighting for another top 4.
Yep.
It's a very impressive performance.
He's
Also,
got
once
it.
again, shows you that Kai'Sa 3 is really underrated.
Yeah.
This is 4 for 4 now on Kai'Sa top 4 today.
He almost went 8th, though, to be fair, so
He did, but then
very
he didn't.
close.
Just a really big difference between Kai'Sa 2 and 3.
Yeah, huge.
Massive.
It's like double.
Oh, actually, Dog's a believer, too.
Yeah, I actually like Kai'Sa 3.
Well, why don't you marry her? Oh, wait, you already are married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she
Yeah.
went 6th in
She
the
went
lobby,
6th.
so.
Yeah, he was like, yeah.
Oh, he gets another
Stack
Sona.
up Sona.
Is that 8?
Okay, do you, if you combine, do you leave the death cap on her?
I feel like I'd be okay with it, actually.
Yeah, she's a spell slinger, so you actually want high AP. And also, she doesn't really need anything except the Shojin, so I'm okay with that.
And even
yeah.
I feel like even losing the Shojin isn't the end of the world.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not that bad.
We need to hit Solar 3 first. Come on, Mort.
More Doge?
Mort. It's actually pretty important to roll here before DQA dies, because he's taking all the Kaisas out of the pool
Yep, he is.
currently.
Yep. Okay, we finally had bad Thieves Gloves rolls. It won't take him 6 rounds.
Oh, you think that? But watch the Sunfire Cape.
He doesn't have
Set?
anti-heal.
Oh, set already burned?
This board is really
Oh,
strong. This is Becca,
man.
right?
Yeah, Becca's really strong.
Becca's strong.
She's really good. Belveth with Vitality Ox as
Yeah,
well.
Belveth is very good substitute. In fact, you can play both Belveth and Zed as well.
Belveth with Vitality.
I think,
Yeah.
she
Where
has
is
like,
attacks?
I think she has like 1,000 base health, if I'm not mistaken. So like one of the highest in the game for the carry. Due to,
And she
being
attacks
threat.
so much.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it is
Wow,
Belveth, so she's
It's,
gonna.
yeah, the problem is that it's Belveth, but everything in
It's
you
cool,
know, kind
though.
of default, it makes so much sense.
Yeah. Belveth actually is a good unit. I think she just needs like a little bit more of like reliable secondary carry on her team
Yes,
for her to
yes.
shine.
I think she works really well if you have something to send it to the back line, so she's just not the first target. So, like, I think she's really good if you have, like, a Nunu or, like, a hacker unit.
That makes sense.
The thing about Becca that people really underestimate is that she actually knows a ton of tech because she is very quietly one of the highest volume
She's such
grinders
high
in the
volume,
North
right?
America serve.
Yeah.
You look at, like, the top 5 most games played on any account in any set, Becca is always in that top 5.
You know, when you started to say that, you threw out the oxymoron, very quietly highest volume. I thought you were going somewhere else, but
No,
yeah. No, she's a grind lord for sure.
Yeah. She even plays mobile TFT, like at the end of her day.
Yeah.
So she is committed. So she knows the tech. I'm glad it's paying off.
So if Prestivent loses this round, we're gonna agree that it was a Sunfire on Zed diff last round.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it kind of was a little bit.
Looking like
Wasn't
it
it just
is.
a ghost diff?
Oh, was it?
Wait, was it Becca's Ghost last time?
I thought it was.
Oh, yeah.
it was-
Wasn't this 2 in a
yeah.
row? This was 2 in a row.
Right,
Yeah.
but wasn't it ghost last fight?
Oh, I thought it was for real. I mean, DQA
Ah.
died, so it reset.
All right.
Oh, there's Sona.
Soda 3. What is this shop? 2 Zeds.
Oh, here's a Aphelios.
Oh, wait, she has Aphelios too.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had that
High-end.
Aphelios Steel forever ago, remember?
Yeah, it was high-end
Oh,
shop.
right.
Did P-God... Okay, he didn't leave the death cap on.
So
Wait, what level is she?
Level
eight.
8.
8? Okay.
Yeah. So like, there's a strategy to take high-end chopping and like hit this board at level 8, or there's also a strategy to not take high-end, take a combat prismatic maybe, and just hit this board anyway. Surprised she didn't opt for that.
Wow.
Honestly.
Yeah.
That's so smart. I'm gonna try that next time.
Yeah.
The fact that you can get treasure off of neutrals on Urgot is so funny.
Especially the Zac one.
You need to, because this will not proc during PvP rounds. So it actually balances
did she go
out.
for the JG for the treasure?
It's a Runon.
Do it.
Yeah, it's
I mean, yeah, but that's like,
Runons.
yeah. I mean, but it's so much less fun.
That is true. That is
I
true.
think Runons is really fun, actually.
Who was it that was telling me that they think that BIS Urgot is Archangels and then all 80 items, just so you had the off chance of keep scaling it? Someone kept trying to tell me that.
That is an interesting theory.
Who said
Also, Becca's one off Belveth 3. Just pointing that out.
Oh.
Here we go, Becca.
All right, I'm down. Becca, Belveth 3, and then Mortdog will be really happy. We can report back to him. Belveth doesn't need any buffs.
I really don't think she does, actually.
I really don't like splitting Samira and Aphelios in this situation. When you have the Last Whisperer, Samira's damage is going to be so much higher if you can get on the same target, and you really want to roll over, like, folks, see how everything's, like, barely alive? It's fine, 'cause she's facing Belveth with, you know, Samira and Aphelios, but I feel like she's, like, a lot better off if she puts her 2 carries together.
Wow, I don't even consider that. Not even kidding. I usually just split them because the time it takes to go from one place to the other, and
I mean, that's also a valid reason.
Usually splitting up your carries late game is like a little bit safer, but I think that
yeah, but against that board, she knew who she was fighting. And
the point is definitely.
Come on. 2 more rolls.
Come on! More dog!
wait, start selling your board.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to remake this Sejuani. It's the only way she wins.
Actually, like, high key, I think it might be correct.
Well, maybe she feels like she has one more chance to actually win this.
Yeah, we haven't seen the fights enough to know.
Really cool board, though. It's like Belveth, Viego. Not a combination you see often.
Oh.
Gets the Zephyr and also
really
will catch
good,
the
and on top of the Zed.
Yeah, theoretically should be good.
Oh,
it's a
not hacked because of the
Hacker ghost.
that is a Riot Games difference.
It's okay. The Sejuani actually wound up in like an insane spot. Zephyr then walked all the way around the fight to get CZ on everything.
So for people who don't know what we just watched, it was Hacker doesn't work on the Ghost version of
Sejuani casted twice? Yeah. Wow, this Sejuani is like
that was smart.
A like top 10 challenger level player. I can't believe she lands the Zephyr on the Sona and then Sejuani somehow winds up walking all the way around to the right.
this Belveth.
All right, Mortdog, surely we reward her for this outplay.
If not, at least win so we can get to the carousel.
Please.
Prestivent holding the Belveth
Please.
as well.
Wow, what a rat. Anyone interested in going up to P-God's spot and selling the Belveth?
I can sneak in there. Look, you see him in the camera. He's looking back there too. I think he's looking to see if she's holding gold to roll or something like that.
Oh, she just needs to survive, and then get to carousel, and there's gonna be Belveth on carousel. I promise you. I promise you.
But can she survive?
She can, and she will.
Please.
Okay, she juked the Shroud at least on some of her units. Sedge not getting Shroud is a really big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, low-key, this Rage Blade might give Sejuani 3 casts.
Oh, yeah. This is a 3-cast Sejuani fight for sure.
Oh, let's see.
That's BIS Sedge.
Yeah. Here comes
it's at least 2 casts.
Here comes second. Belveth in the back line. Belveth tearing it up. The Soraka is going to get a Vow proc. Soraka too tanky.
Wait, maybe Sedge.
Oh, still more units. One more. Okay. We're chilling.
Wait, third cast Sedge?
Yes,
Oh,
she got the third cast. That's what's important.
For style.
All right,
Belveth, please.
This game sucks.
It's okay. Mortdog is building for the more dramatic finish here. So it's going to be Belveth in shop. Trust.
I am so thoroughly unsatisfied.
No. You just have to believe. Heart of the cards, Dan.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hafu looks like she believes.
Yes!
One Mortdog!
Wow. Let's go, Becca! All right. Now, we just have to make sure that there's nothing that, like...
Surely she wins now.
Got the Zephyr cheese to boot.
Oh,
Good
no, everyone's
Sedge
crowding
items on
around.
TG.
Wow.
Wow, the backseating here is very close in proximity.
Becca can't breathe. Give her space, woman. All right, let's see.
Okay.
Oh. Wait.
I'm not really feeling this.
Okay. I guess any Zephyr is good here, I guess.
How good is Belva 3, by the way?
I
don't think I've seen
We're
this
about to
unit.
find out.
How unsatisfying would it be if she just loses?
Well, she's still
it
working on
seems
the
like we're
front
good.
at the moment.
Seems
A lot
like
of
we're-
CC on Rain's side as well.
Yeah, there is. But she's got edge too.
Wait, no.
No, we're okay.
We're good.
Not even close.
Oh, you can just tell how stressed Becca is.
Yeah. Get that W, baby.
I mean, where's the theater in just melting the team right away?
That's true,
you know?
that's true, that's true. Make it close. Becca is a content machine. Oh, you know she's freaking out. She's talking about how nervous she is. You got this. Okay, but how do you actually beat her board? Like, let's say you're Prestivent and Rainplosion spot and you need to get the dub. What would you recommend, Nico?
I think you like have to depend on CC locking the Belveth first of all, and then just like at that point it's kind of RNG on like proc the Edge of Night and then kill something else next to it and just retarget on it and burst it down.
Preston's just not well equipped to do it.
Yeah.
Rain theoretically can if Rain can bait the set away and then get the Belveth to like dance into aggro earlier in the fight. Aphelios with Samira can definitely get the job done, but I just don't see any world in which P-God can get the job done. He doesn't have enough damage.
If you get like a Leona with some damage on it, could be enough, right?
Yeah, you could.
the
Even
mech.
so, like it's the matter of can the Leona burst it down before the Belveth kills enough units? Because then you have the rest of the team to worry about as well.
No, that's true.
Is it ever possible to do some weird, like, I corner my Leona so she just gets the Belveth and Belveth just kind of takes the Leona
Wait,
ult?
does Leona work through Edge of Night?
It does.
Yes, it does.
Does,
Oh!
It didn't used to.
Buff that no one asked for.
Spicy.
Yeah, buff that. But everyone's sitting there thinking, "Hey, Mortdog, can we please buff this Leona unit?" It seems like there needs to be less counterplay for Leona. Is that available to us?
Well, I thought it was a 3-item because it looks like the Urgot had all the items on it.
Dude, this Urgot is
It's so big.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that another issue too, like Becca's team is just so set up to support this Belveth.
Yeah,
You have the
yeah.
super tanky set for the front to back, and then you have Vitality, like we were talking about before, with Belveth, who's naturally high base health, attacks a lot. So it's really hard. Like to her credit, she did a great job at setting it up.
Oh, does she have?
Okay, so
Can we take a Viego item?
Yeah.
But none of these.
I mean, it could be
Titans
Is
is
it Titans
fine.
or Protectors?
I think it could be Val.
Yeah,
for
Val's
Leona.
not bad. Oh, for
Cast
Leona.
faster, yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay, she goes with the Viego item. That's
I
fine.
think she wants some semi-reliable secondary source of damage. Sure, makes sense, I think.
Definitely fair. I mean, there's not a whole lot of options to go for here. When you play mech, you have like less item slots on your team.
She might double kill if this ends up working out that way.
Okay, is it the perfect Zephyr?
Oh, Prestivent's too quick, but he did end up hitting Sirach
okay.
with good
Not bad.
items.
Okay, Prestivent's.
Oh.
Thieves'
These
Gloves,
Gloves items are
like,
insane again.
Yeah, what is this?
This backline Sejuani is actually really clever too to try to tank the Zed, be able to get the cast and lock him down, giving time for Belveth to focus
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
that was a really good backline.
Really
You're
well
right.
done by
That was
Becca.
insane.
And the set punches again.
Oh,
Edge of
Belveth.
Night?
Okay, Edge of Night proc.
Okay. They're
She
still
can
on.
actually get bursted here.
Oh, this is not good. This is not good.
Oh, it's curtains. It's curtains for Becca 3.
And Rain won.
Unfortunate.
How is this a third?
I actually think that the Sejuani in the backline wasn't very good because it's like it just CC'd the Zed, but the Zed wasn't that scary.
Alright,
By the way,
alright,
Rain
alright.
beat Becca on the Ghost board,
And,
so
like,
maybe you're right,
maybe this
maybe you're
Belveth
right.
3 thing.
Belveth
needs a
is not
buff.
it.
Okay, Mortdog, I'm down to submit a buff
Can
request.
we get a sanity check for Thieves' Gloves at this point? Like let's be honest with each other.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. What is the Soraka items? And the Zed items?
It's
Like, what?
it's actually every round.
It's true, it's true.
Oh,
What
he
is that?
missed.
Wait, he's trying to dodge a Zephyr.
But yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
it
you can't
doesn't
get
Zephyr
Zephyr.
the hacker
Yeah.
unit.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was saying you're trying to dodge a Zephyr on the soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt it's better to not hacker the Zed, right? Maybe, I mean, that might have
No,
been something
I
he
could
was
not
thinking.
imagine that it is.
Probably not. All right, well, Rainplosion looks like her backline is still untouched. This Fiddlesticks is T-posing on the entire board.
I don't know. I wouldn't count Preston out
Oh,
just
really?
yet.
This
I would
Fiddlesticks is about
count
to
him
wreck
out right
everything.
now. Oh,
It's close.
Oh my
Interesting.
God.
Interesting.
I did not.
Oh my
Very
God.
interesting. Oh.
We got one Sona believer on the
man.
couch at least.
All right,
That's right,
all right.
that's right.
I'm never doubting a Nico ever again.
Yeah.
This Nico guy
All
is
right.
too smart.
That's all right.
Right, but that
Man,
does.
Prestivent grieves the Belveth for like 3 extra rounds and then takes the
She
first
hits it.
anyways.
Yeah, they're not.
Dude, those
We
teams
literally
are
all thought-
ridiculous.
Here
We
comes
all
the
thought it was.
Rainplosion
We all
top
thought it was
two to
lucky
complain.
gloves.
Yeah.
We
There you
all
go.
thought it was lucky gloves.
I probably could have won the last game of the last fight if I just.
You gotta step way closer to the mic. if
Yeah,
you
we
want.
can't hear you.
I probably could have won the last fight if I played that better, but honestly, me and Appies are still doing fine. We're going for the top 3.
Love it.
Yeah, that was a good
Don't
game.
roll 1-2-1.
No. That was. We watched it. It was
You're a
Giga
Giga
Chad.
Chad.
You
I
got.
disagree.
You got
Chad.
team-wide karma for that move.
I disagree. Do roll on 2-1,
Yeah.
right?
Do definitely.
Roll on 2-1, but not for underground.
No. Do it for the underground.
All right. All right, man. That was a really fun game, though, from start to finish. From
fun
the
game.
roll, from Appies to the like ridiculous Belveth 3, but Belveth 3 is really
Oh
Definitely
my
good.
God! Guess who is
Oh,
in the
no.
building?
We're just letting anybody in here nowadays.
Big Mike
Oh,
in the house.
It's Smogo.
What's up?
Come on.
Get in here. You're in the stream. Yeah.
Nice.
No, just take it, yeah.
Nice hoodie, man.
No, you need a headset. You need a
San
headset.
Diego staff. It's a headset. Yo, what's up, man? Welcome to the couch.
Hello.
How you doing?
What's up?
Did you just get here?
Yeah.
Awesome.
This man's been grinding. Oh, wait. We gotta hear from Becca.
Yeah, we're
Becca,
interviewing
does
some
Belveth
players.
3 suck?
I think I suck.
Your board was fine. You played Set Mech and the Velvet 3 and everything.
Okay, this P-God guy, I feel like I'm such a good friend to him. He can't give me like this one.
I agree.
He sweats
I agree.
positioning. Like he can't
griefs
do
your
this.
units.
Yeah.
It was really
he's just-
quick.
I hate that guy.
That's fine. But it was really, really exciting.
I feel like I would say something and I would be like, oh, Zephyr. Like Zephyr and Leona, Zephyr and Leona. And then she just, everything I say, she just ignores it. I'm like, hello.
Okay. The strategy we saw you implement was that you just got closer and closer to her as time went on.
But you were
the
like
end of
going
it, you were
further over.
basically.
No, I think she was right in my ear. I could feel her tongue in my ear. Okay, wait.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Whoa.
I have a question.
You jealous?
Can I put like Zephyr on a
You can-
mech unit that gets eaten? Aesah
It
almost
doesn't
griefed me.
It doesn't go off, I don't think.
Do you know
Yeah,
Soju?
yeah.
Oh, wait.
I don't think it goes off. I think it eats and it does not.
Yeah, because I wanted a Zephyr Rain set, but I wasn't sure if that worked, so I just put it on like the next closest unit to her.
Okay.
Oh. Well, you could have just moved your mech as well and like moved something else in the middle.
One more
You know
for
what
this
I
Yeah.
one.
True. I could have just moved someone forward, like
Yeah.
closer to her.
All right.
It was
Well, it was
a
a really
good
fun
game.
game,
You had
and
a
it was
good
a lot
set.
of ups and downs. Looks like we are going to take a break because we have to go to the last game for the group. But when we come back, we're going to be joined by KT Soju's in the house. So don't go anywhere. More TFT Summit continues right after this break. Welcome back, everyone, to the TFT Summit. We're joined by Dish Soap. And once again, Dog, we do have a lot of people in the fan experience, but we're going to have more people coming in and out throughout the day. Dish Soap, how's your day number 2?
I mean, I haven't played any of the tournament games, but I don't know. I've been watching, been playing some ladder. Yeah.
Yeah, so this event, it feels like you're taking advantage of the fact that there's just like a lot of TFT mods. I see you collaborating a lot with like Setsuka and whatnot. What's the environment like in the area where you're allowed to play and grind ladder like?
Oh, so we used to like a lot of these people. We just sit in Discord calls like all day and just like backseat and like snipe each other. But it's so much more fun to do that like in person. Like you just have like 3 people sitting behind like telling the guy like what not to do. It's too fun.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, last night, so we were here pretty late grinding, and I just see Dish Soap giggling behind Setsuko, telling him all the bad plays. And Setsuko's just like, no, man, you can't do that. It's going to go eighth. And then Dish Soap just chuckling to himself. It's a good
too
time.
fun.
Dish Soap was probably right. I haven't seen anyone throw as hard as Setsuko threw in the whatchamacallit, the trivia show earlier this morning.
Oh, the weakest link?
He just takes Aesah to the final, even though Aesah is clearly the best person for fun, because he like made a deal with him 2 rounds earlier.
It finally clicked because Aesah this is the 3rd time that Aesah has told me that he's not good at something, and he proceeds to like win or like do extremely well.
He's just the problem with Aesah is that he is humble in a room full of people that are just constantly talking smack about how good they are.
Yeah.
So you just have to compensate. You gotta,
It's true. It makes sense. Meanwhile, we have the last game for this group, and then after this game, we're going to go to the third and last group.
The best
we
group,
see who's going
obviously.
to top 3.
Yeah, the best group for sure.
The best group.
Oh, that's your group.
Yeah, yeah.
You,
It's
Ray,
also Dish Soap's group.
Dish Soap, Iniko. Who are the other 2 teams?
Solus and
Flight C?
Oh, I think.
Oh yeah, it's the
I think
Kurm.
Kurm might be coming back.
Oh, is Kurm playing today?
Trash talk up there.
Oh, Kerm's coming back. That'd be huge.
Yeah,
that would be huge.
Yeah, I think it was like remote or something.
Okay, I mean, if we can make that work, that'd be cool. And then, I don't know, whoever's the last thing that we're forgetting, apologies.
Oh, it's Pocky Voices.
Oh, okay. You know, Hafu and
Pocky
Becca,
is sitting right there.
Hafu and Becca have been doing well enough that the pressure might be on for Pocky and Voisin to not go 8th.
I can't.
Oh, Pocky, get on the mic. We gotta hear. We gotta hear about these nerves. How stressed are you going into today?
I'm not worried at all.
Okay, well,
I feel pretty confident now.
I gave this guy control of my game like a few hours ago when I came on the cast the first time, and he's like, I had an illegal spot and I went 8th.
Wow, and that's kind of big, because this show generally doesn't have 8s on his account history.
It's because
that's my first 8th.
It's because Pocky is just very against account sharing. He knows that it's wrong and that you would never do that. So in the hypothetical world in which this happened, he would go 8th.
Yeah.
You gave it to someone else, and then they just told me you're playing like Camille reroll, and you have 1 Camille. I tried rerolling for it, it just never came.
Oh, that is a skill issue.
Possibly.
I believe it. I believe it. Well, we'll see. 2 bows. RFC does not feel like a flammable item, so I guess we'll just play off of whatever third component we get. Is this a spot where you feel like you just reroll Ash? I feel like DQA wanted to play a lot more Ash, and he has just not gotten the spots.
Oh yeah, I would just send it.
Yeah, double bow is really good for Ash, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like Last Whisper, Rageblade, Runinge, or something.
Oh, actually, so
good.
some people were just saying that Rageblade they think is not BIS on Ash. Do you think so? So
GS is really good though.
It's not BIS, but like, who cares? Like, I don't know. I feel like you don't need BIS in that comp.
Agreed.
Oh. All right. Force Ash.
Preparation or AFK? Both are very strong in this spot, I think.
I would say AFK is better, right?
I would do AFK.
Yeah, you just need the money. If you hit, you win. Well, you're in a great spot, rather.
I'm pretty sure on average you like get more from the rolls from the gold than you do from the 3 shops.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, the fact if you do want to reroll, also he's looking over at Socks too, trying to see if he can coordinate with his augment choice potentially. Okay, well we have nothing to look here, so we could probably switch. Apparently, Appies has Yumi too.
He's not following the house rule. He takes AFK. He's supposed to be down here hanging out on couch talking to us.
Oh.
That's true. Yeah, let's take a look at Appies' board real quick. We see Aesah playing a level 3 board, but Appies has a Yumi too. And I will
slams the ZZ.
Every time I've played Yumi 2, she does really well and then just stops doing anything in like stage 3. So let's see how long he actually rides this way.
What do you guys think about Zizurot this set? I feel like it's a good item, but a lot of these late game comps just do so much AoE. I feel like it becomes a dead item.
Also, these components are the best components in the game.
Yeah, I mean, bows can sometimes be awkward when you're playing or on these AP lines, but...
Oh, yeah. I guess I'm an AD player, so I see bow and I'm like, oh my god, the value.
Yeah.
The second aspect of Zizurot that you feel like you can use for the taunt to like deal with Zed, for example, also isn't consistent.
It doesn't work with Zed, right? Like, doesn't it proc before the hacker reaches the end?
I don't even know, man.
Because like I tried it and it like definitely did not aggro him.
All I know is it doesn't work very well versus Zed.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it probably does aggro, but then like the hacker like retargets anyways.
Oh yeah, because it like prioritizes back.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, I actually agree with Bishop. I think that like I like Zizurot a lot less this set. It's still situationally very useful though.
No, I think it's good. Just like after like lots of people have been playing Viego recently, I'm pretty sure Zizurot like does nothing into the Viego boards. Actually, probably helps it give it more lifesteal.
Yes,
that's true.
That makes sense to me as well. Oh, I like the Yumi positioning, by the way. It can hit the Ash in the back line because Yumi targets the farthest hex range, and from this spot, it's always going to be the corner unit. Wait, what? That is not the farthest unit.
No. I think it was trying to bend around to get there and just hit it. But it doesn't like want to shoot to the right, I guess. It doesn't want to shoot off the board.
Okay.
I don't know how it works. It either goes like left or right, and then like it can be intercepted by other units.
Yeah. Sorry.
And Nico, are you a knower or you're not a knower?
On what?
On the Yumi targeting or?
Yeah, I think the only way that you can definitely plan around it, but the only way you get kind of screwed over is by getting like which way she shoots diffed, you know, like which
Does
side.
anyone know if it can shoot off the board? Like if you put the Yumi there, can it shoot to the right?
Yeah, it can. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so like, and also like Yuumi, I know he has Battle Mage obviously, but Yuumi has 5 range innately, the only non-recon unit I think to have 5 range, which helps out her spell a bit. So usually I think people try to go for the 3rd row positioning, but 2nd row is totally fine as well, Battle Mage especially.
Makes sense to me.
Whoa.
Level 5.
Hafu. Hafu been talking about not getting upgrades.
That's a good start.
This board.
What is this?
She's no longer allowed to complain ever. What is that?
As well?
I'm surprised she didn't slam another item.
Yeah, I'm down for Titans.
I go
slam.
Titans, yeah.
I mean, she doesn't need to.
She does not need to.
Yeah.
So strong.
Yeah, if you don't have to slam items, don't do it. But
Yeah, I've actually tried this Galio as like a Titans and like 80 item slammer. It's kind of weird because you don't want to sell a Galio too, but yeah. I feel like it could be a trap to like itemizes similarly because you want to keep them around for a long time.
Yeah.
It's so strong.
Dog plays this unit like it feels like on stage 6 sometimes. You still have Galio 2 on your board.
I just don't know what I'm doing. I get dizzy. I'm like, it's a trait.
And it
mean,
also still does stuff. Like, it's like you have like Civilian and you have Mascot, and also this Galio 2 unit is still kind of viable as a tank.
Look, man, I just try to go for the most shiny things on the left.
Oh, I've seen Sox play like itemized tank Galio for the entire game. Never drop it. It was not weak.
Galio's such a satisfying unit to set. Although he is kind of broken, but
yeah, he's definitely broken.
But also when you get to do that and ride the
Oh,
Galio all the way
also
down.
with some upgrades.
Jeez.
Look at this team.
Oh, I thought we were still on Hafu's POV. We're on Becca's POV.
From one embarrassment of riches to another.
Do you think this board is stronger than the? I think the
I
other
don't
one's way
think so.
stronger.
I really like the Silver Senna.
Silver Senna is so strong.
She has so much front line.
It's
she
like not
wants
even
back
close.
line.
Yeah.
This is like, these units are super good.
I guess you can make money. Oh, nope, she's going back. Nice.
All right.
I mean, you can make money this way. I don't really value the Silas pair nearly as much as I used to because of the anima nerf.
That was really good. She didn't go against Hafu.
Wait, did she? I don't know. I just like got here. Right, I just airdropped in. Did she like swap those 2 Camille's for a reason? Like, was there an admin HP thing, or she doesn't have admin active? She just traded Camille for Camille on her board.
She thought that the Camille. She wanted to make sure the Camille on her bench felt like she was part of the team. You need that synergy. If you just have one starting Camille and one bench Camille, then how do you expect that bench Camille to feel when it finally gets combined in the 2-star unit?
And then she's
is it going to really sacrifice for the team? No.
It's a great point. Or maybe you know, I was thinking because you know how everybody has like an innate prismatic on their account, like Prestivent has Lucky Gloves innately. Maybe Becca has like Prep 3 innately.
Does it?
I mean, that's possible.
Doesn't Setsuko have like 4?
Yeah, I mean, he needs the help. It's okay.
I like this. I think 3rd Mascot just kind of feeds into what makes the front line really strong right now.
Yep.
Going up against Hafu potentially, who
is also streaking.
Also very streaking. This is kind of awkward. I guess you just cross your fingers and hope that neither of you match to each other.
Exactly.
When you have the board like this, I'm pretty sure it's correct to just solo frontline the Alistar because you want one unit to die as quickly as possible. And get your Mascot rolling right away, and you get more value out of it on the 2 stars.
Is the 1%
this actually works out great, so it doesn't matter.
That value?
I think it is. I know it's like a small min max, but I think it's just like strictly better.
Yeah, no, it's important for sure. Alistar usually only casts once and dies anyway at this point in the game.
Oh, wow.
It's also like doubled on the Mascots, so.
Yeah.
But the Sunfire is
Sunfire OP.
Really good into the Mascot front line.
Yeah.
Not gonna win this.
Disappointing we're not seeing the patented Sox Nasus 3 carry without stacks on stacks that he's been hyping up.
The real tech.
I too am disappointed.
Well, at least Hafu continue your streak. Meanwhile, DQ at 58.
Oh God.
That is brutal. Can we check on him?
Yeah, let's watch his roll down. I mean, he's full committed to the Ash line, right? So how many Ashes have we naturaled? How deep do we go? Do we lose to Krugs? That's the other question.
At the very least, it's got to have to be like it's going to be better than Sox's Ash last game.
I would
right?
say this is behind where I'd expect them to be, right?
Yeah.
Yes. He looks like he was just rolling right now with excess gold.
Looked like he rolled to make sure he beat Krugs.
Well, yeah, it's also that
component,
too.
not very good.
I would like to see him like send to like 20 or 30 here.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people like to send to like 32, 33. I think that's like the math number. But
yeah. I think the math number is about like optimizing.
Whoa! Pivot?
I'm not pivoting here. We're too far behind and we can't stabilize.
You know what he's saying right now? He's like, man, why can't I get this while I'm not
any
playing Ash?
other
I'm
game.
such a low roller.
Oh, really? You don't pivot at all?
I would not.
I don't think you
Oh, he skips Yasuo. I guess it doesn't make your board for a while.
Oh, I would definitely hold it.
You definitely play the 3 laser core with the Aesah.
Okay, we're hitting a little.
That's easier to get online than the supers.
Any ashes?
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, skips. He also ends up not finding any Malphites.
I mean, he has a
He has Zed. Oh, nope. No, he doesn't. He had a Zed.
Oh, I think this is like a really big misplay from DQA.
I mean, huge, right?
Laser core does so much for this board.
On the bright side, his items are good.
Yeah,
his
yeah.
items
The
are
tier was awkward, but he gets drop belt, so he's fine.
I don't mind the deal.
Yeah, I would for sure. And he's not rolling very deep at all. Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep rolling. Okay,
let's
okay.
roll.
5 ashes.
He stopped at the math number.
32.
I mean, you have the Malphite as well. Like, I think that's fine.
So the math number, for people who don't understand, is that it's a little bit of, it's like 32 because you're guaranteed to make 40. Because if you stayed at 30 and then the worst case scenario happens, you wouldn't get to 40 gold and you can eco back up.
Yeah, I usually go 30 into 40 into 50, right?
I think this is a situation. If he had one more ash, I would send him to 0 to hit it here.
I think it's feasible, and I know that a lot of people are really afraid of doing that, but you need to dominate stage 3.
Invigorate's really good.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh,
Oh, no!
Someone didn't read Mort's tweet.
Yeah, seriously.
Come on, follow Mort Dog, everyone.
The #1 source of TFT news and information.
I
Twitter.com/MortDog.
I woke up this morning, saw the tweet,
Oh.
felt very vindicated. You know,
Yeah.
I'm never in this. I'm never gonna rub it in his face either. At this point, it's
Yes,
it's
you
very
will.
respectable for him to own up to it. So.
Agreed. We do not deserve Mort Dog. He is allowed to be wrong occasionally, and when he does, he cops to it. So
Eco will rub it in his face. He just doesn't know when.
I mean, it's like such a hard thing to confirm. Like honestly.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, sure. It's all about intention, right? It obviously, it's not what he wanted to be, but it is what it is. D8 going up against Prestivent, who has a Vayne 2.
Ooh, that's strong.
And it looks like it's spread shot, 'cause
Yeah.
I don't see an... Oh, there's an Edge of Night. Never mind, it's on Gangplank. Apologies. So he is playing into the night.
He's full tempo. How do we want with this extra tier on this Vayne?
Maybe just took it off carousel.
Yeah, it's possible.
So then that means he made it on stage 2 carousel?
Yeah, maybe. Or like maybe just had like a tier Vayne and like.
Yep.
Tier Vayne.
No, he had a tier Vayne and probably just
to win
grabbed
the
it.
fight or kill an extra unit.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Vayne's really underrated, I think. She was dominant for a long time with PB, but I think she's still really solid.
I think Aesah has been playing around Vayne the most and having a huge amount of success with it. He's just constantly item holding Zed with Vayne, and frequently if he gets extra AP or AD items then or attack speed items, then he'll duo carry Vayne with Zed, and it seems
Setsuko as
really
well.
high value. Yeah, Setsuko as well.
Oh, it's
Zed.
Oh, I've seen this before. What augment is
It's
that?
actually kind of an awkward setup for Zed.
yeah.
I think he's just gonna stay in Jax. I think Sox is a.
He's gonna play Jack Supers, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's-
he's a big Jax believer.
Oh, so
for
we're
sure.
contesting the Supers line.
He's
He's
a
contesting his partner.
Oh.
That's fine.
But he's not gonna reroll them.
Yeah, he can actually just play this board into like a level 8.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have to actually go for 3-star supers. It's just that he's getting the bonus damage.
I think not only does he not have to, I think he just straight up shouldn't, like, ever from here. I think it's totally fine to just tempo with supers as your best board, and like Frodan said, you know, play for a level 8 board.
But doesn't that level 8 board sometimes include Zed, so you should hold it?
Not necessarily.
What? Okay,
I feel
other
like
people want this unit, so shouldn't we hold it?
Okay.
I would for sure
Well,
buy
you
this
have
unit.
extra money here.
That's a
So.
bet.
I would for sure buy this
Buy
unit.
the Zed!
Leaving Zed in the pool for fun is not very
He's
fun.
yapping right now. Give him some
He's
slack.
holding a Poppy. Good thing we're denying Poppy.
Oh, here he
He's
goes.
gonna- he's gonna buy it, he's gonna buy it, he's gonna buy it.
Yes.
All right, there.
So what do you transition to on a level 8 board with that Jax? Do you leave Jax in?
Yeah.
Oh, you can
Oh,
play
I
Jax to
mean-
endgame, I think.
It
Oh,
probably
really?
depends on like the matchups, but like Jax is so good into Viego Zed.
Okay.
So if it's like a Viego Zed heavy lobby, I would expect him to keep it the whole game.
I also, if he doesn't like the matchups in the lobby, or if he starts hitting other things, he can easily just play mech Zed himself. Like, it's going to be super easy to play around because he's going to want to play mech in the mid game when he hits it for the Jax, and then he's going to have a Rage Blade for the Zed and the BT for the mech later.
Oh yeah,
He's
that makes a lot of
chilling.
sense.
Ramus. Prestivent's struggling a lot in this portion of the game.
Yeah, he seems strong.
But
I guess
he's
he's
so
that
poor. Look
strong.
at his gold count.
He's getting very little augment value from the Into the Night, and his front line is
I mean, he
super...
lost struck and he rolled down, right?
Lost struck.
Lost struck. That's the lose streak,
Yeah,
right?
that's right, yeah.
Yeah. Just,
Lost struck makes more sense grammatically than lose streaked. Is what people usually say.
I don't think it does, though.
Just help me.
Bro, and Nico. Be chill, be chill.
Okay, all right. You have to
all
forgive
right.
Nico. He's an English major. It's like the one thing he can do.
Okay,
with
I'm
that
an
ball.
English major. I'm not a
He's also the
grammar
only
major.
TFT player who reads.
This is not an English major thing. I'm an English major, not a grammar major. This is
So-
a human thing.
Rain took
Exactly what an English major would say.
Rain took the Senna augment core formation. So
You play
what
multiple Sennas?
Yeah, what it does is it gives like all the units around her like attack damage boost. It's pretty big.
30%.
Yeah, so what you can do is you get like it actually stacks on multiple Sennas. So I wonder if she's gonna pull out the multiple Senna attack.
Yeah, I actually did that, and then I made Senna 3, and I think I got weaker.
Yeah, I was actually talking to her about it earlier. I think we were like backseating Setsuko about a core formation game. We were telling him to play 8 Sennas. Yeah.
That sounds like one of those games where you're trying to make Setsuko go 8th.
It was a game where I had double tome prismatics, and I ripped 2 sure shot emblems. So I was playing Zed and Velvet as like these extra sure shots, and so I had the double Sennas. But then when I made Senna 3, I couldn't buff like everybody. So I feel like I griefed my game that way in 1 second.
So what you're saying to the viewers basically is you're saying every time they get a double Nico drop, just force core formation Senna, get Senna 3 and double Nico it for 2 more Senna 1s.
Agreed.
Oh, interesting.
Great advice.
Yeah.
Nico is sharing the tech. Are you happy, Bryce?
Oh yeah, I'm so happy. I also saw someone on Twitter tweet out that they used the Blitzcrank tech that Nico leaked. So it's good. It's good to see. It's good to see the knowledge that Nico's been able to impart on the couch, just really adding value to TFT communities' lives out in the wild.
You love to see it.
Oh, this is the worst case scenario. So Prestivent just won and then lost again. So he still has no gold to recover himself. He's gonna have to roll at. He's gonna go to 7.
Yeah,
and have like 10 gold.
Yeah, have we seen Rain Spot, by the way?
Yeah, we should probably switch off this.
Yeah, I'm down to look at Rain Spot.
That's depressing.
I will say,
sad.
like before we talk about Rain Spot, I do think that Prestivent Spot is definitely recoverable. He can play for a good threat board on level 7 if he manages to hit and then kind of stabilize from there and go.
It also feels like a ton of playing from behind right now is just full sending on level 7, and do you hit any of the impactful 2-star 4-cost carries? Because you certainly can, and if you do, you're chilling. Kiyun had games 1 and 2 today where he was in really bad spots, and both times he got billed.
Rain has some great items.
Great items.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you guys build here? I think the IE is like pretty
IE for
obvious.
sure.
Wait, are we
Sure.
going
Yeah, IE Gargoyle.
Runnings?
Oh, I want frontline.
I was gonna go IE Runnings Gargoyles.
Oh, you can't.
You can't do Runons.
Oh, can't see.
You get Spark though.
Yeah.
But I think Spark's really low value.
I think Stoneplate is like fine here, honestly.
Yeah, I
if
think
you can get Ramasura Cho'Gath too, like it's really not that bad.
I guess Spark on Cho is not bad, and then she uses all of her items.
You'd be left with Titans.
Oh, you'd be left with Locket, actually. Never mind.
Yeah, I think Rageblade.
Yeah, I think it's right. I think it's right. Oh, she's thinking about it.
She actually makes a Spark. Okay. So she probably does want to breed for like a GS, I'm guessing.
Yeah. GS is safe or something.
Yep. And then.
Yeah, also I think she probably felt like Stoneplate wasn't going to fit her game plan, which I completely understand.
How broken is this augment, by the way? Because I look at the spot and I see like I think she's gonna win some fights in stage 4, and then she's gonna fall off a cliff and just die. Am I wrong or am I right?
I think it's a pretty good augment. At 32 HP, 0 gold, 5 Senna. It doesn't really look that good for her.
What's her AVP from this spot? I'm seeing like 6.57.
Yeah,
yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
It's fake numbers.
It's not that broken.
No, it's just a good augment, but you need to be in a good spot for it.
Oh, we go with the knife's edge frontline Senna tech.
She's more frontline.
I don't mind.
I'm kidding. I would
Second
phony
one's
for
also
sure.
I think Phony was good. Yeah.
If she could upgrade her frontline, this is solid.
Yeah, second one's the same concept. She just needs more frontline in general.
I just think, like if she hits Ramasura Cho'Gath too, this is good, but I don't know if she's gonna get any second win value for a while, like until then.
Is this Vel'Koz like doing a lot? Would you ever like just take it out and just play like Ramus for more frontline?
Low key, 3 Sennas?
Play another Senna. Yeah, I was gonna say, just play another Senna.
Oh my god.
How much attack speed is it?
Oh, it's not.
It's
It's,
30
it's AD.
damage.
It's 38.
Oh, it's
30%
AD.
Yeah, raw AD.
I see. That's actually is like high key, probably more valuable than the Vel'Koz. What's going to do more damage? The extra boost from putting 30 more AD on your Senna 2 plus your Sivir 2, or
The thing
Vel'Koz?
about it is that this Vel'Koz can like wombo combo with the Sennas.
True.
The Sennas can like shoot the back
Yeah,
line,
that's
barely
true.
even alive, and then Vel'Koz just one taps them.
Yeah, that's true.
So I feel like that's probably the line she's going. But that being said, look how fast her front line cracked.
Whoa, that fiddle.
Second win kicked in after all of them literally just died.
Yeah, yeah. Second one.
She's so close to having like
Yeah.
really good value out of it though.
Yeah, it's true.
That's the other advantage of if you sell your Vel'Koz in a roll here, either the Rammus hit or the Cho hit were massive for her.
And this Camille is so strong now because of the Retribution.
Yeah, this is a really unfortunate loss.
Oh no, she's going 8th. Oh no, Prestivent has her. Hafu also free falling. Okay.
Now you can,
big.
yeah. Now you can.
Appies with the Ox Force Zed, the Abuser.
Good Zoe Adams.
Yeah.
That's the sleepy time, right? Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's the green one around her feet. If you don't know already, you can kind of tell off of what type of augment it is underneath the champion.
You went up with Jeweled Lotus after having the JG, which feels kind of bad.
This looks like, just giving you the eye test. This looks like kind of a weak lobby overall.
It does.
Yeah.
The DQA looks quite strong
DQA
though.
hit.
Yeah, DQA hit,
Yeah.
and then he actually stabilized with the Ashe 2, Renekton 3, and then ultimately hit. Spot's really, really good.
Is it
Wait,
just like
LeBlanc? What?
It's classic LeBlanc.
Wow! What?
Wait, then
Just
he
going for the
wins.
BM play, you know.
This
Yeah, oh my god.
this LeBlanc is.
What?
No, this is what LeBlanc does.
This is not normally.
No, it actually is normally.
It's very normal.
It's actually very normally.
Unfortunately. Renekton though.
The thing is, if you give LeBlanc items, she does worse.
Agreed.
It's like she has, it's like she crumbles under pressure. It's like weird.
They're trying to make her more like Rise from set 7. The more you,
Oh,
the
yeah.
more you think you
Meditation,
can,
BIS.
Yeah,
Yes.
the more you think you can rely on her, the worse she does.
Yeah. But like you just give her like no items or maybe just like this random shiv or something, and then all of a sudden she does like 5k and snipes the carry. It's kind of
Yeah.
wild.
Oh, just imagine Meditation Vel'Koz the set.
Oh, that
No,
doesn't
I don't want to.
thank you.
That sounds
Despair.
horrible, honestly.
We saw what Heimerdinger did. You want that?
If this Vel'Koz unit is ever broken, man, I'm probably not playing that patch. Like this like a unit that target CCs and does massive damage to your
Yeah.
best unit on your board every time is just.
So the interesting thing actually about Vel'Koz, he has an internal cooldown.
Yeah, apparently it's
Where-
like 3 seconds, right? So
Yeah,
you
where,
actually
like,
don't want
he'll-
too much mana gain on him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh.
He'll hit the unit that does the most damage
Knowledge.
first, and then after he'd last casted, he kind of is forced to hit another unit that's done the most damage since then.
The story-
It depends how long it takes. Sorry, go for it.
The story is that Mort saw the initial design for almost reached. He almost went full Kiyun. Mort saw the design of Vel'Koz and warned whoever was making it that it was going to be really frustrating, and so they decided to lock the ability to stun the carry multiple times because of that entire reason.
It's the right call for sure.
So you can thank Mort Dog for that.
Actually, I think the first time I ever saw Vel'Koz really pop off was in a PBE lobby with Dog, where he played the threat level maximum board, and had like, I think it was like blue buff Shojin plus a damage item.
I had blue buff Shojin plus
And it
like
was
death cap.
just so. Oh my god.
It was frustrating.
It was the least fun. Every time I played his board, I was like, all right, well, this is gonna be horrible.
I think it's a lot of fun. Just build a Quicksilver, bro.
Seems like Prestivent stabilized
Oh,
quite
that sounds
well.
also unfun.
Just like we were talking about
On
how, you know,
PvE?
on level 7 you can roll for like random threats like he has Cho'Gath, Bel'Veth, and then just any like solid other frontline and backline that you can find with them, really.
Yeah,
you
that's
just
true.
literally play what you hit.
This is exactly how you have to play, right?
Yeah.
From these spots from behind where you just full send it, try to play around whichever. Like, obviously, he would rather have Zed than Bel'Veth. Obviously, he would rather have a bunch of different units than Soraka, though Soraka's like okay, right? But you just play what you hit.
Could be a good admin too, to be fair.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, he also is into tonight. He's not playing Bane, so he's not getting the attack speed boost.
Yeah,
Just,
he is getting.
Cho'Gath in tonight though.
Yeah, but no.
It's a hard call to make. You know, do
Yeah.
you drop your hero augment for what could potentially be a better board? And especially when the set has like, you know, just it's freshly out. It's hard to gauge just on the spot like that. So.
I'm pretty sure that the extra attack speed on Belveth is better than having 2 Prankster with the Zoe 1. But then again, we don't. It's not. He might just not have hit more veins, right? It's hard to say what happened.
For sure.
He had to sell his vein in order to move the items onto the Belveth. So.
I feel like consistently we've been, nice. Kaisa 3 for Hafu. Yes!
Okay. Dan, what is your surcharge for this coaching? This is Hafu's just taking the line and taking it all the way to the bank.
Hafu, I gave her the lightest instructions. She's so much easier to backseat than Bryce. Oh, I have to hold this guy's hand all the way through the game.
Listen, if I'm out here carrying you in the points, I guess a little hand holding is deserved.
I gave her 2 pointers. I just said play around these units, and these are the most important prio that you're thinking about, and she's running away with it.
She's a beast.
Although
no arguments from me.
It is a really close HP count and a couple of bad fights.
A lot of items. She can Rage Blade this vein, and then she can go TG or Shroud.
True.
I think she's going to try and itemize vein here, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, you can just Rage Blade IE the vein.
Yeah, Rage Blade IE makes sense.
I would have much rather gotten the frontline item personally, but
I'm thinking about frontline items because it does look a little sketch.
But none of these offerings.
It's just ZZ.
I mean, you have a ZZ wrong.
Then you have a JG on vein. That's
fine.
It's
if you
fine.
want frontline, you just take it. You know.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
I feel like this is so. I feel like Rage Blade
she's close to vein. She's one off, right?
Oh,
you thought. Yeah.
Interesting.
I think this is fine.
Yeah. Do we think this is better than Rage Blade IE?
No.
No,
I think Rage Blade IE is better, but I think it's fine. It could be like the fact that she's trying to read into certain front lines that Giant Slayer is better against, but Rage Blade definitely scales much better.
I feel like personally, like if you're gonna do this, you may as well have taken ZZ Rot, but
I agree.
It's just a matter of opinion, I guess. Yeah, she definitely needs more frontline.
Just a little bit more, or the Vein 3. Oh, wait, Kaisa?
No.
Oh. It was close.
I remember on PB, Nico was flaming Aesah for double Titans Belfast.
No. Okay, here's what actually happens before we get into the slander.
Oh, sorry,
here.
I have to move on to another topic. It's very important.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so what had happened was I was trying to play some Belveth. I was testing it out, and I can't find her the entire game. I'm totally uncontested, or so I thought, because Aesah had randomly just hit 3 of them, pivoted in with double Titans, and I was like, what the heck, man? What's going on?
I just realized a big problem with that Hafu. Yeah, so
No Star Guardian.
She wasn't playing Star Guardian, so this Kaisa wasn't really popping off.
But I feel like you could just sell Rammus in this spot.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I'm not excited about it,
honestly,
but I feel like giving up on Vein 3 when you're 1 off it's a pretty meaningful spike for your board.
I think she could have just waited 1 at least.
I think I probably would have just dropped 4 Defender, like just drop the Wukong for.
Sure.
Yeah.
That also works too. She probably feels the same way with she needs a better front line, so she thinks the 4 Defender's pretty good. And plus, I mean, she got the dub here.
How much damage did Vayne do? Oh, show the damage. Hafu, show your damage!
I mean, this is her strongest board this round. So.
Yes, she's playing replacements.
I think the Rammus is
the reason why I'm curious is because the GS on the Vayne felt like it did huge work in this fight, and she cut through the Renekton way earlier as a result.
Look at the HP difference. Becca in 3rd, DQ at 14.
Rainplosion actually somewhat stabilized from
yeah.
slot.
Oh, Sox just hit Jax 3.
Oh, God.
Lots of 3-cost rerolled this lobby.
Yeah.
It all kind of feeds into each other as well. Set has some pretty decent items. Jax 3 from Sox plus...
Oh, 5 mech.
5 mech.
Wow.
Oh, he got
That's
Mecha.
strong.
Interesting. But he lost 2 in a row, so Sox could be just free falling and then takes like a bot 4.
Look at how cheap his board is outside of the Jax as well.
Yeah, it's just mech units and brawlers. It's very efficient.
See how it does against Prestivent's board. Managed to make it to level 8. Did find the Vein as well to get into the night value.
Oh man, this Jax has to 1v9.
That's a lot of ticks on that Jax.
Another CC. Belveth.
I will say the nice thing about Prestivent's board is he does actually have a lot of single target damage. With the
Edge of Night.
Not enough though.
Belveth, you bailed on your team there. Soraka needed another cast.
It's the way the auto works where Jax jumped immediately and sniped that unit as well. So that was definitely a little bit unfortunate for whoever he faced against Prestivent.
Yeah.
Jax is really good at cleaning up because you can't actually kite him like some other melee units in the game.
Yeah, you need somebody who can kind of go toe-to-toe with him while you also have anti-heal on him for your backliner to kind of zerg him down.
Dude, this finish is going to be wild. I feel
gonna
like
be
we're
crazy.
constantly seeing people die at the end of stage 4,
Yeah.
very beginning of stage 5. We're in the middle of stage 5. No one's dead yet. Top of the lobby is 39 HP, and Sox's board definitely feels like it's beatable. I mean, it's lost 3 out of the last 4 fights, so of course it's beatable, but...
So, Sox in the best position to top 4 for sure, but then like after
Yeah.
that, I don't really know who's going to top 4.
Yeah, it's hard to envision Sox not top 4 purely because he should kill a bunch of units even if they can eventually overwhelm and kill the Jax.
I think DQA has a good chance too.
Oh, another Ox Force
The
emblem?
Ash board.
Finally found a Viego.
Oh, we're going 6 Ox Force.
Oh, on Zoe.
On Zoe.
I don't know about.
I kind of put on like Zed, or not Zed, Zach.
I don't mind putting it on Echo actually. It might help him get another cast off.
Yeah, I like Oxford Echo as well.
Also skipped Wait, he skipped Leona.
Yeah, Leona or Echo.
Leona is like the Ox Force holder.
That would be really good for him in this spot. I don't know if he meant to, but.
Yeah,
Might have
maybe
been
maybe just missed it.
Panic
Yeah.
roll. He definitely is good enough to recognize that. I mean, I've rolled past so many units that I needed. I was like, okay, I need this unit, and I just rolled past it, and I'm gonna roll down.
Yeah, totally.
Just happens. Oh, the Viego's getting casted on. Oh no, Leona won,
good.
taking down his carry.
This is not good.
Zed, hey, Zed got this.
Zed.
Okay, it looks like he's gonna see it.
I don't think so.
From downtown. She hit that one from another area code.
Steph Curry. Oh no, Rainplosion's in 7th.
Oh.
Appies and Rain were kind of talking about how like they're just gonna try to aim for the top 3 today, and it just looks like it's not working out so far.
Man, nobody can find Echo 2 as well.
I mean, it's because everyone has a pair of
Everyone
Echoes.
Oh! Ramus 3. That's okay.
She found the front line.
Oh, yeah, she looks
Yeah.
really strong actually.
Yeah, this Ramus is really strong.
She
front
looks
to back.
She looks medium. Yeah, front to back, exactly. I was gonna say any fight that gets access to the Senna's just dead.
Is Jax just gonna be stuck on this thing forever?
I was wondering about that. How does Jax do into this Ramus?
I'm worried about her matchup into Viego. Isn't it just gonna jump her club?
Yeah, Viego, and then this Zed is because it's a
Zed
ghost.
was,
No, it's because it's a ghost, so it didn't hack. But if it had hacked, then
He spared her. Going in for the dunk.
Yeah.
Ramus, surely you win these, Ramus.
Not enough. That's a heartbreaker.
Ouch.
Yeah, so
Wow,
hard
they
to
go
put-
7th, 8th.
And that's a
Becca? Does
dynamic.
Becca have her? Becca does not have
Becca's
her.
a 6th.
Hafu's about to get another top 4.
Let's go.
Nice. That's my wife.
Hell yeah, it is. And DQA, who looked like he was kind of cruising to a top 4, all of a sudden just felt like the wheels are coming off a little bit. He's not even really playing Battle Mage value, I guess.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I mean, he's probably just positioning around the Zed in the lobby, I guess. I think you can still get some Battle Mage value, some more Battle Mage value than he's getting currently, though.
I think the unit that surprised me the most is a unit that, was it Iniko that was talking about it? Which is Lee Sin with Battle Mage, if you give him items, is actually quite a beast.
He's a menace for sure.
It can't have been a thing that Iniko talked about because Iniko only gives abstract.
No,
thoughts.
I
No
was
tech
being
leaking.
very concrete with Lee. I think that Lee's a great unit to itemize. I remember I had some setup with him where I had like a Vow, a Redemption, and like something else, and I had a Gunblade on my backline, the thing I was rerolling with supers, and he just never died.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's +5.
+5, plus 1,000 HP or whatever it is. How much HP is it actually?
Dude,
Any
this
knowers?
is so much Ramus action.
Oh no.
Malphite 1,
0.8
Malphite,
times
or
whatever
Malphite
it
2,
was before.
times 3. Yeah, I know. I'm wondering if you knew what it was before.
Not off the
Time
top
to
of my
be
head.
alive.
I don't know. You guys are sweats. I could easily see you having that information.
Ask me again in a month and I'll know.
Okay,
Oh,
exactly.
this is a juicy shroud on the Sedge and the Janna and the Echo. Velvet doesn't matter though, she just has low mana pool.
P-God fighting for his life. Cho'Gath does get a little Reven off.
He has no way to get access to this hash.
Huge GG on
He has
GP as well.
no way. Dang, yeah, it's a pretty good fit from Prestivent, honestly.
Yeah, actually really good fifth. He scrapped it out.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Sox top 4, but Sox
Hafu?
lost.
Gunblade.
Oh,
Camille got it.
Camille missed. Oh,
wait,
and Aesah
that-
takes a loss.
That is a Camille that was on the bench the whole game, and so then when it comes in, it's like I don't know. I don't know. Feel like clutching it out for the team.
Oh, this is tight.
Becca took that precaution.
Yeah, Becca's.
Not Aesah though. Not Aesah.
Yeah, this is the difference between this is how Becca. You see how she went by 2 HP over Rain. That's the difference between a 7th and a 6th. Good coaching, Becca.
So DQA does have the remover here. He can opt to try and cheese the shroud again. He might just not want to. He might be confident enough that he can just hit it.
He knows the matchup.
Yeah.
Right.
And value-wise, I think he just shoots it straight down the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, too. There's not a ton of like shroud value against
He
him.
almost misclicked it.
Okay, pretty good.
He got a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Yeah.
Can't really get better than that.
Very solid.
Also, this Kaisa might get stuck on things like the Renekton the entire fight, which is really big.
Yeah, no Giant Slayer. She's gonna struggle.
Oh, there is a Giant Slayer actually. The Vayne.
Yeah, the
Vayne's
Vayne.
actually doing a lot.
Yeah, this is the same thing happened last matchup, but I think there's just too much power on DQA's side now. No.
Oh, so close. Is she dead?
Is she dead?
She's dead.
She's dead too. She's a third.
There's the Sox
Third
DQA
with both the
1-2.
Kaisa boards, or she goes second one time. I think Kaisa's 4 for 4 so far today on top fours. All of them thirds and fourths, but
All right.
still pretty good.
DQA's essentially conceding. They just want to get out of this game.
Oh,
DQA
really?
and Sox go 1-2 to wrap up the final game of Group H.
Wow.
Not bad.
Are they coming down? They're coming down.
They're coming down.
All right. I guess we can just transition away from it.
So DQA selling, by the way, did DQA win the matchup? Did he just give you the first,
Yeah,
or?
he beats me, but I have more points overall. So he let me have the win.
Wow.
I don't think it matters.
Okay,
but just in the
business.
fringe chance it does. right?
Yeah, but what a homie move from DQA.
You know what it clicked? The game clicked literally last game. He plays reroll Ash every game because he hits the Ash units. I play reroll Jax every game because I hit the Jax units. Like when we switch roles, neither of us hits. It's just a more tough.
That loaded dice, man.
I used a loaded dice and I hit one Ash and three reloaded dice for one Ash and one Renekton. Like,
Bro,
what?
you dice Renekton.
I know. I did mess up. But like, I don't have
No, we
tactics
saw,
tools.
we saw.
And it's just,
All right. Well, DQA, you want to say anything about your games?
I just need to press D. That's the answer.
It's true. It's true.
It's a skill
Well done.
expression opportunity for you.
You did well with
Good
that.
job.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The scores have not popped up yet.
Yeah.
You'll see them soon.
You probably should have rolled for Vayne 3 there. Because, yeah, and also I think you should have made Rageblade
Okay,
IV
Becca,
instead of
there was a
GS and
pivotal moment in
GG.
this game that we focused a lot of the casting on, which is that you had.
It's true. It's true. No,
you had what's the name of the unit? Camille on your bench, and you had Camille on the board.
It makes certain
and then
matchups
you swapped
like
the
slightly
bench
better,
Camille
but
for the
Rageblade
board Camille.
IE
What was
has
going
like
through your head
better
there?
matchups across everybody else.
I
And then
don't
I
remember
think
that.
You also played too long without Star
all.
Guardian. Because like, that's the reason why you're losing some of the fights with Kaiser 3. You just need to get the
okay,
Star
but
Guardian
there's
control ramp up and cast
like,
faster. Because remember,
we
the more
couldn't,
she
like,
casts,
judge our board strength well. So like whenever I fought Hafu, we thought my board was stronger. So I never like used items and I like never positioned into her. And I just took so much damage from Hafu. 2 fights, I just took like 20 plus. It was so
I
rough.
feel like you gotta know the matchup in order
Yeah,
to be
it
able
was
to do that.
like
My first time playing Kaisa.
she goes, don't slam your item. Don't slam your item on Viego. Don't slam your item. I'm like, okay, I won't. And I get 8 She goes, you can put it on as he's dying. No, you can't.
synergy.
It's okay. Hafu's the team carry today.
Yeah. At least we both top 4 at once.
Of course.
Let's go.
Really happy. Huh?
In the first game, I would have gotten 8.
Oh, yeah. But you got third.
I know. I'm saying if I didn't know to play those units.
Yeah. All right. You'll be ready for playoffs tomorrow if you make it.
We made it.
Really?
I'm pretty sure we did
Maybe.
it.
I mean, we're calculating points. We'll see.
Okay, Appies and Rain. Do you want to come talk about the 7th, 8th?
Yeah. What happened, Rain?
I mean, that game was depression.
That game was oppression?
Depression.
Depression.
That
Got
game was
it.
depression.
If only you had 8 Senas.
It's.
That's true.
It's not that I didn't have 8 Senas. It's that I didn't have any frontline upgrades.
Yeah.
Despite I rolled really hard on 3-2 for stuff. I didn't hit. Appies this game was a different story. I could let him talk about it.
I wasn't able to check. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought Yumi 2 with Battle Mage would be. I thought Yumi 2 with Battle Mage would be enough to like kill anything on stage 2, and it
No,
wasn't. So I
it was
stabilized on stage 3, but I had no gold to actually because like the Yumi I was like win loss win, and the Yumi didn't save me any HP, so I was just like low HP and didn't have the gold to actually hit the board I needed. So
I think
Yumi
that
does
Yumi unit.
she's so bad. She's so bad.
Yeah,
She
no
didn't-
bueno.
yeah.
If you have the carry augment, she can actually do a lot of things, but the problem is exactly what you experience.
Yeah,
She's a
just
lot
like-
of gold for little investment.
Yeah, 5 gold unit that you lose so much in thresholds, and then you just die. So
Yeah.
I mean, if matching went a little different, maybe, but no.
All good. At least Appies had fun. Aesah, Prestivent, come over here. Last duo to talk to.
P-God.
Hello.
Aesah, it seemed to be a little bit more the Prestivent show in the duos, but how was the lobbies going from your perspective?
Oh,
I feel like all three of us, me, Socks, and Rain's team, we all tied, but I think we have the worst tiebreaker, so feeling kind of sad about that.
Oh, wait, you tied on total points?
Total?
I think so, but I think we're last on tiebreaker.
Oh.
But I don't know.
What is the tiebreaker? What's the tiebreaker? Like number first or something? Or
I mean, I don't know what it is. We're last in the spreadsheet.
Well, how do you know that you lost a tiebreaker then?
Oh, well, I figured the spreadsheet does it automatically.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You're trusting the listing.
This guy's ready to spoil. No spoilers.
Okay,
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We just want to have that moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. I feel bad now for kind of making fun of you.
Oh, we've got it. Let's go.
Also, all three of us tied, and I'm pretty sure the result is that none of us can make it.
Hold on. We'll tell you really soon. We're gonna be able to have it.
All right, Socks. Wow, this is actually a really close lobby. Look at this. Socks, Prestivent, and Hafu.
So when did Socks become a first or eighth gamer?
That's true. 818. Burbank. Spicy Appies and Becca and Rainplosion. But you know, honestly, these games were so close. You saw that 1 HP lobby. Also, look at it. It's 10-17.
Yeah.
What the heck? No one tied.
This is the closest lobby I've seen.
Also, this is by far the closest. It was like almost perfect distribution. And then also, I like that you called it the Prestivent show when he had like 2 more points than Aesah.
Sorry, in terms of like some of the high highs and stuff like that.
Aesah got hard carried today.
Oh, but look at that. Prestivent and Aesah combining for 30, tying with Socks and DQA.
This is actually the closest I think we've seen top to bottom as well. Overall scores really, really close. Only 8 points between first and second.
No team bottomed out, which is really cool.
Yeah.
All right, so what does that mean for the overall standings, though? Let's take a look if we get a chance, because I want to see how far Hafu and Becca pulled themselves out, and where does Aesah and Prestivent sit in the top 3?
Oh, baby. Oh, the individual. Sweatsuko on top.
Oh,
Kyun right there. P-God, Milk.
Wait, Prestivent is still doing really well after 3
he's
days.
really good.
47? Really good.
Phil in dead last.
For now, but he's about to come up and
play.
play.
That's right, of course. Yeah,
Wait,
my bad.
me and Hafu got exactly the same points.
Oh. Nice!
Friends.
That's right.
Oh, not bad. Oh, at least we'll see whether or not they're able to pull themselves out from last place. Okay, so apparently Rain and Appies hold the tiebreaker over Aesah and Prestivent, as confirmed by the admins in my ear just now. And so, as of right now, Rain and Appies are not in the top 3.
No, they are. The graphic is sorting alphabetically. So Aesah and Prestivent are out. Rain and Appies are in. Obviously, we've got Dish Soap and Nico to go. They need to get 21 points. That's the magic number. Y'all have cleared that pretty easily, averaging 33 points, but you know, you never know. Their mouses might break, or the mice might break.
The real competition.
I mean, I'm scared about Kerm Solus.
Yeah,
unfortunately, in the same lobby.
The real competition is who's getting the 12th place spot. And right now, it is uncontested Pokemon Voice, and they need to get at least 15 points across 6 games.
Well, Ray and Dog are about to play, so they actually need to get the 17 points to tie Becca and Hafu, 18 to secure it outright. We don't know exactly how the tiebreaker's shaking out there.
Do we have anyone from either of those teams available?
Also, we have 4 more points than Digital and Nico. They haven't even played yet.
I mean,
they're
I hope you guys
3.
don't get used to seeing us this low. Like, if you want to go back to the scoreboard, take a screenshot so you can remember it. You're not going to see us that low for much longer.
That's true. That's true. Well, that does set us up for the final lobby for today. Who is going to make the top 3? Who is going to be dead last? The answers begin when we return to the Teamfight Tactics Summit. Don't go anywhere.